Stand up, New York Giant fans! I am here. Oh my God, my chat. I gotta shrink that down 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. It happens from time to time for some reason. We're gonna watch the Pro Bowl. I don't know how much we're actually gonna watch, as this game is meaningless. But figure we'll have a nice call-in show. I have something to do today. Mr. Bad Dog in the house. One Giant Rebuttal in the house. Cesar Munoz in the house. Jose Reyes in the house. You have never heard of the Pro Bowl. The Gritty Giant. Stephen Lilly, the Sexy Goat. MH. Stand up. Williams in the house. Cooper, what's going on? Joe Lutz, my man. What is up? Mr. Bad. It's not that bad over here. There's no rain here. It's it's probably about 40. Pretty warm for this time of year. Cushman, what's going on, my man? Joe Musa in the house. Whitney's in the house. What is going on as the game is underway? I don't know how much I'm going to call of it. Like I said, Tyreek Hill just caught a pass for about, 12 yards. He's tackled there by the NFC. 2 minutes into the game, no score. No thing, what is going on? Christian Orr, the Sexy Goat, Big Blue, who is ready to watch the NFL popularity. J-Dog, what is going on? Scott Thomas, what's going on? Alex Codes. Oh, the Pro Bowl's raining. Yeah. Well, it's in Orlando. And by the way, I forgot to turn my light on. There we go. Now I look much more beautiful. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Anybody that is new to the channel, please hit that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe, ring the bell. We're going to open up the lines in about 5 minutes, 3-4 minutes. I just want to say, like I said last time, I'm working on a new phone system. I actually got a suggestion from Sperm Cell. It's not going to be today, so I'm still working with the Skype. I'm hoping next show I have something somewhat better before I transfer in about 3 weeks to a month to a much better phone system. But today it's the same exact format. So when you guys call in, once I pick up the phone, I'm just going to hang up on you if you try calling. There's no point in trying to continue to call. You just annoy me and you annoy the chat. So please wait. And I know some people are still going to do it, and I'm just going to keep clicking hang up. There's no point in calling in when I'm talking to somebody. That's all I ask. Lucas Milk, what's going on, my man? The Sexy Goat says, we're gonna go ahead and talk. How you doing? Andrew K, how you doing? This game can go... Yeah, it's a horrible game. It's the worst all-star game in all the sports. All the sports. I'm pranking... Rogue Dog, do what you want, man, if that's what you want to do. What's going on, Umcar? Thank you for tuning in the stream. Dallas says, Chris laying down the law. I'm laying down the law. Dane Martin, how you doing, Bodie Colby? The number is going to pop up in 2 minutes. Once again, I'm going to reiterate. When I am talking to somebody, I know that there's going to be 3 or 4 people that call in once I open up the phone. But once I'm talking to somebody, don't bother calling the number. I'm going to talk to each person that I answer. I'm going to get to everybody, so just be patient. I'm going to talk to everybody. And by the way, touchdown Mahomes. It's 7-0 AFC there as he hit Ebron, who had a career year this year. He had 13 receiving touchdowns this year. He just caught his a Pro Bowl touchdown there. So it's going to be 7-0 after the extra point. I'm excited to see what Barkley could do today, I guess. Where is the black label? The black label's here. It's almost empty. I'm saving. You want to know where it is? Here it is. There's the black label. There's the black label. It's only got about that much left. But, yeah, touchdown Ebron. AFC about to go up 7-0 here in the Pro Bowl. Yeah, nothing new is right. Yeah, it's on ESPN, guys. It's on ESPN. And Kristen Orr likes milk. That's good to know. So, anyway, I am going to open up the lines. One at a time, guys. Once again, I ask one at a time. What is going on, Delano? How you doing, buddy? All right, so there's the number. 914-481-3540. The West Coast is entertained, and that's what you want to be. I don't know if you're entertained by me or this game, but either way, I'm happy you're entertained. Sneaky Feet, what is going on, my man? NFL Network has Super Bowl recaps on. They showed the Eli... Oh, my God. Best Super Bowl ever. Sneaky Feet. Best Super Bowl of all time. All right, we got a call coming in. I think it's a prank call. I think I recognize this number. So, well, actually, another person called in. So I'm going to ignore 770 because he pranked last time. What is going on? You're on live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in. Hello? All right, I guess they both hung up. Try it. Go ahead, try it. Call again. They both hung up there. I appreciate that hot take, Hockey. Thank you very much. Anybody new to the channel, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell. Thank you for tuning in. J.O. All right, here we go. 770. All right, here's the prank call, guys. So we'll get this out of the way. 770 is going to prank me, I think. Hello, you're on live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Unblock Patriots for life, please.
I already did.
I kept trying to comment and it won't work.
I'll go back in after the show. I know I took you off the but maybe I didn't hit the save. I know I took you off.
All right, let's talk football. Let's talk football.
All right, go
Who do
ahead.
you think is gonna win? Who do you think is gonna win?
This game or the Super Bowl?
Both.
This game I could care less about. I'll go with the NFC because the Giants are in the NFC. I'll pull for them. I mean, it could be anybody. It's literally it's a scrimmage. That's what it is. It's a glorified scrimmage. As far as the Super Bowl goes, I'm gonna pick the. I really want to pick the Rams. I really do because I do think they're the better team. They match up well. But I just can't pick against the Patriots. I'm gonna take the Patriots, even though I don't think they're as good as the Rams.
Oh, all right. Well, thanks. I say Patriots win, but see you in the chat.
Well, I figured you're a Patriot fan. All right, man. Thank you for calling in. All right. So there's Patriots for life. We just called in. 31-28. Bad Dog says Pats. Anybody who wants to call in, go ahead. The lines are open. My favorite TV show, non-sports of all time, is Breaking Bad. My favorite TV show now is Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Timothy's in the house. What is going on, my man? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Pats 28-24. That's a good score. I think that's a good score there. Entertained treating Pats for life, coach. Yeah, I mean, Pats for life, we all know what he did last time. He was kicking people out of the chat left and right. And then he calls me up, he pranks me. A lot of people say I got to watch Ozark. Once again, guys, the phone number is open. Anybody who wants to call, 914-481-3540. That was I think that was the guy, Delano. I think it was a prank caller. I think that was him. Patriots for life. Timothy, nothing to be sorry about. Tom Brady is the GOAT of... Well, he's the GOAT, period. I mean, he's been to now 9 Super Bowls. You got to give him his credit. And Wilson's going to take the field here. I'll call the game, I guess, until somebody calls in. Wilson and the NFC team is going to take the field here. Wilson on the year, 3,448 yards passing, 35 touchdowns, only 7 picks. Yeah, Mr. Bad Dog. Yeah, it's empty. You went through 6 bottles when we did the stream. And Wilson turns. He's going to hand off, and it's going to be about a 4-yard gain there as nobody's really trying in this game. All right, here we go. We got another caller calling in. What is going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hi, this is Lucas Milk.
Lucas Milk, what's going on, my man? Thank you for the call, buddy.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about Giants stuff and the Super Bowl.
All right, well, let's start with the Giants stuff. What Giants stuff do you want to talk about?
The offseason.
What about it? Free agency, draft? What in particular?
The free agency. I think the Giants should go after Earl Thomas.
Yeah, a lot of people like Earl Thomas. He's a little aged, but he would certainly help the team. There's no doubt about it. It would depend on the length of the contract, but he would definitely help our secondary. That's not even a debate. I mean, we'll see. I like Earl Thomas. They're going to have about $30 to $35 million to spend probably in free agency. I think at least half of that has to be spent on the offensive line. And they're also going to have to fix the pass rush problem. I would like Earl Thomas. It depends on how big the contract is. But he would definitely help our secondary. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And who do you want in the draft?
I want the best available player. Whether if it's a quarterback, pass rusher, best available.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I mean, yeah. I'm with you. You take the best. Well, I'll say this: if they like the quarterback, I think they should take him, regardless of which quarterback it is. But they have to really like him. Other than that, there's so many good defensive players in this draft, and they got Barkley lined up in the. They got Barkley and Elliott lined up in the backfield together. Elliott's taking the snap, and he hands off to Barkley. And Barkley's going to go forward for about 10 yards and a first down. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. But I agree with you there. I think I think best available player. I mean, that's really the way to go unless they really love a quarterback.
Yeah.
And what about the Super Bowl? What do you want to talk about?
I think the Rams will win because of the pass rush. Aaron Donald and Sue are monsters up in the middle.
Yeah, well, as I said last show, and as I keep saying, the Rams match up incredibly well, in my opinion, with the Patriots. If there's a team that I think, and there Melvin Ingram just sacked Wilson there. Nice pass rush there by Melvin Ingram of the Chargers. But as I said, I think that the Rams match up so well with this team. It's just so hard for me to pick against Brady in a Super Bowl. It really is. He has all the experience. The big factor in this game for me is the experience. I mean, you got Belichick, who's the most experienced coach in NFL history when it comes to big games. Brady's the most experienced quarterback, going up against a coach and quarterback who have never played in a game this magnitude. So that is a big factor for me in this game.
That's a huge factor.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game, though, nonetheless. I'm looking forward to it, and I want to thank you for calling in. I got another person calling in, but thank you for calling in, Lucas.
Yep, thank you for having me on the show, and I love your channel.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Have a good one. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
It's Bobby from the Cape.
I'm sorry, who is this?
It's Bobby from the Cape.
What's going on, Bobby? How you doing?
I'm good.
What's going on, man? What do you want to talk about?
We could talk football first, and then we'll get into some other stuff later.
All right, let's start with the football. Go ahead.
Now, how come you guys, as the Giants, would you ever consider looking at Drew Lock?
No, Drew Lock. A lot of Rover Sports is an example. Good friend of mine, big YouTuber here. He's a huge fan of Drew Lock. Drew Lock is the type of quarterback. I'm not a huge fan of Drew Lock. I have him ranked. I actually have him ranked, right, and this could change because I acknowledge that Drew Lock is really going to impress people at the combine. To me, he probably has the best physical tools to be an NFL quarterback at the next level. He really does. But he's inconsistent. I know he's got a big arm. He's got some mobility. He's probably the second most athletic quarterback in this draft behind Murray, of course. He's got I think he's 6'5", and he's got a big arm. People like him, but he reminds me a little bit of Josh Allen, actually, this year. The guy who went to the Buffalo Bills. Similar type of quarterback where he's got all those physical attributes, but he hasn't really put it all together at the college level. So that's my take on him. I know a lot of people like Drew Lock a lot, though.
My only gripe with him would be the decision-making ability on the move. In the pocket, it's impeccable.
Right.
His arm and the football IQ seems to be there, but as soon as you flush him, I think that's where his kind of weakness is going to show.
Right. That's fair. I mean, there's definitely question marks with him. It's a reason why I've seen mocks where he goes 6th overall to the Giants. I've seen mocks where he goes 2nd round. I personally think he's going to be a first-round selection. I think there's too many teams. I mean, if you look at the draft, the Giants need a quarterback. The Jaguars need a quarterback. The Bengals potentially need a quarterback. The Redskins need a quarterback. And I'm sure there's 2 or 3. I mean, the Patriots could use a quarterback. Brady's not young. The Saints could potentially want a quarterback. There's a lot of teams that could take a quarterback, so I think he'll go first round.
All right, that's interesting. I was just figuring. I know he's been flying under a lot of people's radar. You know, a lot of people haven't really talked about him.
Yeah, I think right now, I think he's going to move up mocks once the combine comes because I really do think he's going to improve a lot at the combine. I really do. I think he's probably going to have the best combine of any quarterback in this draft. I really do. I think he's going to blow people away with his arm strength, like I said. I like Daniel Jones a little more as of now because I think he's more ready to play in the pros. He played in a pro-style offense. He learned under a guy that coached Eli Manning. He coached Peyton Manning at the college level. And he's got the measurables, too. He's 6'5". He's like 235. He played well yesterday. He won the MVP of the Senior Bowl game. I like Daniel Jones a little more.
Awesome. Excellent. All right. Now, hey, Andy Reid's not the only one that's fat in his family. You know that?
You always come with the Andy Reid joke. well, tell me who else is.
His wife is so fat, she leaves footprints on concrete.
Oh God! What we got? You got any more?
She's also so fat that she uses the NASA space shuttle as a vibrator.
Bobby, you're awesome, man. You're going to the Super Bowl, right? Bobby, you there?
Yeah, I am.
You're going to the Super Bowl, right?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's good. How many Super Bowls have you been to?
1.
So this is your second?
No, this is the first.
Oh, this is your first. Okay. That's gonna be a surreal experience. I've never been to one. I would love to go to one.
Yeah, it's going to be a surreal experience.
Yeah, man. I had a great time talking to you last night in Goose's chat. I always have a great time when you're in Bad Dog's channel. You're great for my channel. You really help out the channel, making us laugh and everything. So I just want to say thank you for calling in, man. And I'm sure there's a couple more people want to call in, but probably in about an hour and a half or so, I'm going to let other people call in. If it's starting to wind down, you can call in a second time if you want. But I just want to give other people a chance to call in. But I want to say thank you for calling in, Bobby.
Excellent. Appreciate it, brother. Go Pats.
All right, my man. All right, we got another caller calling in. You're on live with the entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
This is Cushman Baseball Chat.
Oh, Cushman Baseball Chat. Yeah, you got a good channel over there. I've checked out a few times. Big Yankee fan. What's going on?
Yeah. Nothing much. I appreciate you checking me out. It means a lot.
Yeah, of course, man. What's up, man? What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, really. I just felt like calling in.
You just want to call in and say what's up, man?
I don't know. I guess, what's the score prediction for the Super Bowl, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I said that last show. I'm going to go 31-27 Pats. Actually, no, I'm sorry.
Right.
I said 27-24 Pats. 27-24.
All right.
What about you?
I could see it. I would go, I guess. First off, my take is that the Patriots win in overtime. With I just feel like this is a game that's going to go into overtime for some reason, and I think the Patriots are going to win in overtime.
Yeah, I could see it. I think it was. There's only been one Super Bowl, if I'm correct in saying that. I think that's gone to overtime. I remember for the longest time there had never been.
It was the Falcons Patriots.
Yeah, and before that, I remember they always used to say that no Super Bowl's ever gone to overtime. I mean, any Patriots Super Bowl is always capable of going to overtime because they're always within 3 or 4 points. So it's going to be a good game. I know it's going to be. The Rams match up very well, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'll be on Bad Dog's channel for that, so I'm really looking forward to calling the game with him.
All right.
All right, buddy. I will talk to you soon, my man. Thank you for calling in. Just thank you for being a part of my channel, and thank you for saying what's up.
All right.
All right, brother. And the AFC has the ball here, up 7-0. 4:32 to go here in the first. I'm trying to pay attention to the game as much as I can. Mahomes in the shotgun. He's got Gordon to his right. Jose Reyes in the chat. All right, 1 second, guys. I'm going to try to talk to the chat as much as I can, but I got to take callers. What's going on? You're on live with the entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
I'm doing good.
Who is this?
William Horseman.
William, what's going on, William? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Wait a second. You're a Bad Dog's son, right?
No.
Oh, I'm confusing with somebody else. Somebody always says they're Bad Dog's son. William something. But what's going on, my man? Thank you for calling in.
I'm doing good.
What do you want to talk about? All right, he was doing good, and he wanted to let me know, and then I don't know. I don't think I hung up on him. Maybe he lost connection there, but he was doing good. Redskins probably gonna win. Why are you trying to... All right, here we go. Hello, you're on live with the entertainer. Thank you for calling in. What is up?
What's up?
Who's this?
Colby.
Colby, what's going on, my man? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for calling in.
Good.
What's up, my man?
The ceiling.
What'd you say?
The ceiling's up.
Oh, he wanted to tell me that the ceiling's up. All right. Is that what you wanted to call in, to tell me that the ceiling is up, or do you want to talk some sports?
Basketball.
All right, what about basketball, my man?
Why did the Celtics have to lose?
What do you mean, last night?
Yes.
I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't see the game. Who they played? Was that the game they played the Rockets?
Warriors.
Oh, they played the Warriors. Okay. I mean, the Warriors are a better team. That's why. Let's be real.
Quiet. The Warriors suck. The Warriors suck.
Well, I mean, they've been to every finals in the last 4 or 5 years. I mean, they're the best team probably since the Chicago Bulls. So it's never a bad thing when you lose to the Warriors. They're a much better team than the Celtics, if we're being fair.
They're losing this year.
They could, but they're much better than the Celtics. And the Celtics are very good. I think Stevens might be the best coach in basketball, other than Popovich. You always got to give Popovich his due. But you guys got a great future over there. I'm assuming you're a Celtics fan, and you guys got a great future over there. And Celtics are going to be very good for the next 10 years probably with that coach. But
Celtics in 7. Celtics in 7 this year.
We'll see. First, you got to get there. And I'll say a big key for the Celtics this year is going to be Hayward. Hayward's starting to play better. And if he can get back to his old form, I think they're the favorites out of the East, but he's got to get back to his old form.
I could see the Rockets beating the Warriors, too. I could see it happen.
That would be a great championship. I think it would go at least 6 games. They're probably the biggest threat to the Warriors. I think Stevens could outcoach Kerr. I think he's an unbelievable coach. Talent-wise, you don't match up, but nobody does. That's no knock on the Celtics. But
the Pacers were doing so good until Victor Oladipo got hurt.
Well, yeah, Oladipo's out for the year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but anything else you want to talk about before I take the next caller?
Not really.
All right, buddy. Thank you for being a part of the channel. Thank you for calling in, and thank you for telling me that the ceiling is up.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, man. Reservoir Dogs is a great movie, Jose Reyes. Okay. All right, we got another caller calling in. What is going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, jerk off. Go ahead and talk.
I'm guessing this is Sperm Cell.
Uh-huh.
What's going on, buddy? Thank you for calling in. Sperm Cell, of course, reached out to me on Twitter. I'm going to look into that. He said that there's a new phone feature I could look into. But what do you want to talk about, buddy?
I think the Pro Bowl is overrated.
Well, I mean, the Pro Bowl isn't even rated. It's a complete disgrace. I'm just doing it because my subscribers asked me to do a call-in show. I may even do a call-in show tomorrow if people want me to, just an all-sports call-in show. Because Mondays and Sundays are the days I'm off. I'm working on some videos, but I'm going to try to do more and more of these call-in shows because people seem to like them. And I can't wait till I can get some guests on here to start doing these call-in shows as well.
Yeah. Did you hear about that Carson Wentz report?
What about it? Oh, but about how...
The one about him
go ahead.
Or whatever.
I think I heard about it, but what report are you referring to?
Some guy reported that Wentz was, like, not actually, like, good guy. He was, like, just egotistical, like, selfish.
Yeah, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. I mean, it's just somebody trying to grab headlines for the Eagles. Me personally, and if I was the Eagles, and I know Eagle fans don't want to hear this, and Wentz is definitely the better quarterback, but with the injuries Wentz has had, I think it is a debate whether or not they should keep Foles. I don't think it's a sure thing. I'll say that. Foles has now had 2 injuries in 2 years, and Foles has played great for you guys. So I don't think it's as a sure thing as some people lead on. I think Foles is a legitimate option there, but it seems like they're going with Wentz, and I don't know if that's the right choice. I probably would go Wentz because you guys invested so much in him. You traded up, but Foles has done great for you guys.
Yeah, the guy that reported it went on the radio the next day, and then he said that he started talking good about himself and he's like the best thing that ever happened to Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like you're a Wentz guy over Foles, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, talent-wise, I agree with you. The only thing I would worry about is the injuries. He's had two pretty bad injuries here. One to his back, and I know that the doctors say it's going to heal fine, but traditionally, athletes who have back problems, especially early in their career, never get back to their form. So that's what I would worry about.
Yeah. I mean, for most of the back injury, I partially blame the O-line for that. Because, I mean, especially whenever his first, 3 games back, he got sacked 5 times a game. It was really bad. Yeah.
Oh, your offensive line last year was unbelievable. This year, it was a completely different animal. I mean, you guys used to pound the rock on anybody, whoever you wanted to. Last year, I think you averaged a full yard more per carry because your offensive line was just so much better.
And they believe that the game that he actually got hurt on was that Thursday night game against the Giants. They think it was from a late hit, but I think DJ Hill, he got thrown flat on his back.
I remember that play. Yeah.
Yeah, and they think that's what happened. That's where it started.
It's possible. And he just didn't say anything, and then it got worse over time. It's definitely possible.
I mean, he was limited in practice the next week after. So.
Yeah. But anything else you want to talk about before I take the next guy?
No, just hoping for no stupid fucking callers or another. That last year, a few callers ago, he was pretty nervous.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, a lot of people have never been on YouTube before. You get nervous. But I want to say thank you for being a great subscriber of mine. Thank you for calling in, and I'm sure we'll talk soon.
All right. Shout out to Sexy Dope.
All right, my man. All right, let's see what we got in the chat. That Hill is now a legend, Stephen Lilly says. Chris likes to use honey mustard as a shampoo conditioner. All right, we got another call calling in. All All right, one at a time, guys. Hi, you're on live with the entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, entertainer.
What's going on? Who's this?
Justin from Ohio.
Justin from Ohio's calling in. What's going on, buddy?
This is what I think the Giants should do for the defense. Sign
All right.
Jadeveon Clowney, move Olivier Vernon back to defensive end, so you can have Clowney and Vernon on the two end spots.
Now, before you keep going, how are you going to create cap space to do this? Because it's easy to say, let's go out and get Clowney, let's go out and get this guy. And I'm not saying I disagree with your philosophy, but I want to know how you plan on doing this, because the Giants are limited in cap space.
You'd probably have to cut Eli Manning.
They're not going to cut Eli Manning. They're not. He might retire, but they're not going to cut him.
But if you don't want to do that, then trade the number 6 pick and get as many picks as possible back.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind that idea, that approach, depending on the deal that presents itself, for 2 reasons. And again, I don't know the specific deal, in this scenario, but if it was the right deal, the Giants have a lot of holes. So if we were able to trade back, still retain a mid-first round pick, get a first-round pick in next year's draft, that would give you more ammunition to trade up and grab a quarterback in next year's draft if we don't get an early pick. So I don't mind trading down if the right deal presented itself. That's for sure.
Yep.
But
very much, because we have a lot of holes on this defensive line.
Yeah, and offensive line. But offensive line, the way I look at it, because Brown's a free agent, so if they got to sign Brown if they want to bring him back. Jalapeno, I think, will be back. Everyone's saying that he's probably going to be the center next year, but he's also a free agent. They'll probably sign him to like a $1 million deal. He's going to be cheap. But the Giants, without cuts, and when you factor in all the rookie contracts and everything else, they only have about $15 million to spend. So they have to make cuts to be able to bring these players in. So if you're bringing in a Clowney, you're going to have to cut probably Ogletree. You're probably going to have to cut Vernon. You're not going to be able to keep Vernon and bring in Clowney. I don't think you're going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So that's why and I get it, Clowney's great, but you're going to have to cut players to do that. And then it's going to limit you from fixing other areas. Because a guy like Clowney's probably going to cost $20 million a year.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's the wrong decision. A lot of people want Clowney. But, you gotta.
I forgot about the cap space.
Yeah, it's a big factor. Yeah, yeah. If it was like baseball, we just sign whoever we want.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
Yeah, but who do you like in this year's Super Bowl?
Probably the Patriots.
Yeah.
Again.
Unfortunately, I'm not a big Patriots guy. I just laughing at what Bad Dog just said. He said he's watching the game and he loves how I noticed that too. They are literally just like coddling these players to the ground. They're like trying not to tackle them. The Pro Bowl really is a joke. But yeah. All right. So anything else you want to talk about?
And I think what the Yankees should do with the starting pitching,
right,
is get Madison Bumgarner away from the Giants.
Well, I don't even know. Is Bumgarner being talked about as a trade possibility? Because
he was earlier in the offseason.
Yeah, because if I'm the Giants, why would I trade Bumgarner? I mean, he's the best clutch pitcher probably in the history of baseball.
Yeah, but are they really going to contend with that stacked NL?
No, you're right. If I'm the Giants, though, I think his optimal value would be to do it at the deadline when teams are desperate for pitching and desperate to put their teams over the top. I think you get more return. Of course, he has to stay healthy and play well, but I think they'd get a bigger bang for their buck if they did it at the trade deadline.
Yep.
But
I was saying.
What? What'd you say?
I was saying to a couple Yankee fans, we need to do it now before team like the Astros do it again to us and steal, like they stole Garrett Cole from us.
Right.
And then freaking have to deal with that bull crap.
Right. Well, and you guys
for
also
year in a freaking row.
You guys also got rid of Sonny Gray. What did you think of that?
Yeah. I like the deal. I was sad to see him go, but
yeah,
it was what was right for him.
I think the Yankees will be good this year. I think you guys will probably win the division. I mean the Red Sox obviously are unbelievable. I think I'm gonna. The one thing I'll say about, and I'm a Met fan. I think you know that. The one thing I'll say about the Yankees, I still don't think they're a team equipped to do well in the postseason, because your best hitters are guys that I feel like when they face good pitching are going to get mowed down. You have a ton of hitters in your lineup that are strikeout or nothing hitters, and traditionally hitters like that do not fare well in the postseason.
No, they do not.
You know,
The only good postseason hitter we had last year was Judge.
Yeah, and he's even a guy that would scare me because he strikes out a ton.
That was about it.
Yeah, and I feel like when he goes against a stud pitcher, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see, man. But it's going to be a fun year. I think the Mets are going to be much better. I think it's going to be a fun year in New York for baseball.
Yep.
All right, man. I want to say thank you for taking the call. I'm going to take the next call. Thank you for being a great subscriber.
You're welcome.
All
Bye.
right, brother. Let's see what we got here. Second round, Rover. Rover's in the chat. I'm ready for the Giants to draft Dolphin. Jet fan, I think you're pretty new to the channel. What's going on, buddy?
Everything's good. What about you?
Just sitting back watching this glorified exhibition game, talking to some of my subscribers, talking some football, baseball, whatever you want to talk about.
The biggest hit in this Pro Bowl was Jamal Adams on Patriots mascot.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram like 3 or 4 days ago, yeah.
Did everyone say a big deal? Yeah, he went to the hospital.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, there's a story about it. I don't know if it's real or but.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, all right, well,
yeah.
Well, that's not good. That's not good.
Whatever. It happens. Fuck them anyway, right? So wait, I want to ask you, who would you compare Quinnen Williams to in the NFL?
Quinnen Williams to me, that's a good question. The guy that I did a draft preview video on him, and the guy that he reminds me most of is the way he's built. He's like an Aaron Donald. I'm not comparing Aaron Donald, and he's not the guy I would compare him to because they're different. He's taller and he's bigger, but he's that type of interior lineman, a guy that is a great pass rusher. But he actually reminds me
Dominic
more.
Sue?
I would say Gerald McCoy.
Oh, okay.
He's built. He's built almost identical to Gerald McCoy. I think he's going to be better than Gerald McCoy, but that's the type of player I would compare him to.
And one more question: what's your favorite sport? If you had to choose between the Giants and the Mets.
I had to. If somebody had me in a lie detector and they said you have to pick one team, I'm going to say the Mets, and I'm going to tell you why.
See, I'm going to pause you there because my brother-in-law is also a Giants and Mets fan, and he also says the Mets, and I just don't get it.
I'm going to tell you why. And don't get me wrong, I'm a diehard Giants fan. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. I love all my teams.
Did you sit there and watch every Mets game?
I watch as much as my schedule allows me to. I work nights, so I DVR a lot of games and I watch them back, as many as I can.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
But the thing with the Mets, when I watch baseball, I can't watch another game. Like a regular season game, I can't watch. It's just the Mets. If I can't watch a Yankees versus Red Sox game, I can't even do that during the regular season. It has to be the Mets. That's why they're my favorite team. My favorite sport is probably football because I could watch any two teams and be thoroughly entertained. But when it comes to watching my team, I give a slight edge to the Mets.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I love them all equally.
Say it again?
I said, I love them all equally. It's just, it's just splitting hairs. What about you?
Yeah.
Who's your teams, by the way? I know you're a Jet fan. Who else?
I told you the other night. I spoke to you the other night. Mets.
That's right.
Nets.
That's right. You're one of 6 Net fans in New York. I forgot about that.
Yeah. If I had to choose, I have a tattoo of the Jets on my arm, so definitely Jets.
I think you guys are going to be in for a good year next year. I mean, I'm not saying Super Bowl, but I think you'll contend for the playoffs next year. I think it's going to be a fun year to be a Jet fan next year.
We'll see. I mean, like I said before, I don't expect anything. So, 33 years and still suffering.
All right, my man. Thank you for the call. Thank you for tuning into the show. Thank you for being a good subscriber.
Stand up, New York Jets fans.
There it is. All right, let's see. Alika's in the house. Aloha from Hawaii. Thank you for tuning in, Alika. Detonator's in the chat. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hi, it's Nathan Hill here.
Nathan Hill, big Chicago Bears fan. What's up, buddy?
What up, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. Just watching the horrible, Pro Bowl here. Actually, Sherman of the Chiefs just scored a touchdown. I think he's
I just want to ask you, how do you think the White Sox will do this year if they sign Manny Machado?
Well, I mean, that's if they sign Manny Machado, I mean, that changes everything. I mean, that guy's one of the top 5 players in baseball. The White Sox, I think the White Sox could compete in that division without Machado. If they got Machado, I think they'd win the division.
Yeah, because I think the Indians aren't the same because they're looking to trade Kluber. They got rid of Encarnacion and all that, and then the Royals are just trying to rebuild. They
have an up and coming team. If they could bring in a Machado, I would probably give them the slight edge over the Indians in that division.
Yeah, and then that prospect we have, Eloy Jimenez, he's ranked the third best prospect in all of baseball. So I mean, that guy's gonna be a monster.
Yeah, a lot of people say a lot. I mean, as a Mets fan, I know that prospects don't always pan out. Ahmed Rosario was the number one and he's still young. We hope he gets better, but he wasn't. He got better in the second half, but he was the number one prospect in baseball. He wasn't exactly the toast of the town last year. But I've heard a lot of good things about Jimenez.
Yeah, and then one more thing. I just need that. Chris, can you do here and make the Knicks keep winning, and then so the Bulls can get the number one pick?
Well, the Knicks have it's a race. The thing is this: I think the Bulls and Knicks are gonna have an equal chance because I'm sure you know about the new draft lottery system where picks 1 through 3 all have an equal chance to get the number one pick. Scott Morant, I love all three of those prospects, so I'm gonna be happy no matter who they get if they land in the top 3.
Yeah, I mean Barrett's really good, but
off the top of my head. But just off the top of my head, I mean, another athlete that I was thinking of that was a similar player to him, he's a little taller, it was Blake Griffin. He was certain things about Morant's game that I like more. There's certain things about Barrett's game I like more. I like
develop a little jumper, and then he'll be amazing.
Well, that's the thing. Blake Griffin didn't have a jumper when he came into the league. He developed it, and Griffin, and I'm not the biggest Griffin fan. I think he could be better than what he turned out to be. He's still very good. But Griffin became a much better passer, much better shooter as a great jump shot. I know as a Knicks fan, his first year with the Knicks, he could sink it. If he was open from 20 feet, he was not. Let me take this call. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in. Hello? Hello? All right, you got a little shy there if you want to call in.
Oh, hello?
Hello, who's this?
Hey, Antonio, this is one of your favorites, man.
Who's
Troy
this?
Johnson Jr., Troy from B-More.
Oh, Troy Johnson. Yeah, big Ravens fan. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here, finally, on the response. I called in. I just want to call in, man. Look, I love your channel.
I appreciate
You're a cool dude.
I appreciate it.
Look, Rover, at first it was supposed to be Rover that got me too, and then, I kept coming back.
Chat there. I want to say thank you to QC. And QC had a great time talking to you last night in Goose's stream. Thank you for being a great subscriber. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, you're good, man. I don't know if I have any major questions, but as far as pertaining to Pro Bowl, it sucks. Let's face it, the Pro Bowl sucks. I don't like watching it.
It's the absolute worst.
I'm glad you're doing something to entertain us right now while we're watching this crap. I'm glad.
I can't watch it.
Yeah, I know my friend Rover can concur with this too as well. So
yeah, Rover's the best. I love Rover. I've gotten a chance to meet Rover twice in person. He's a great dude, and he's got a great channel over there. He really does. And I'm grateful that you came over to my channel when you saw me over there.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I love Rover. But what do you think about your Ravens next year, real quick? Do you think they're gonna be able to trade Flacco?
Yes, and here's why I say it. Flacco needs to be on a team with a young quarterback, but with that veteran type of leader. I don't think he really needs to start in the league no more because we've seen his flashes here and there in the last 3-4 years, slowly, but I think the talent is fading away. He needs to be on a team, let's just say, I'm saying Jacksonville the first team all time, man, because they desperately need a quarterback, because Blake Bortles, my God,
Here's my issue, though. If I'm a Ravens fan, why I think it's going to be tough to trade him. He's going to make $28 million this year. He's going to make $25 million next. I don't think a team is going to trade for a quarterback for him to be a mentor and pay him that much money. So
that's true, and then you might have to give up a first rounder if you want him. So.
I don't think that's why I don't think you're going to get much for him. I don't. Yeah. I actually, if he didn't carry as big of a dead cap hit as he does, I think it's like $15 or $16 million if you cut him. So it makes it almost impossible for the Ravens to cut him. But if he only carried like a $6 or $7 million cap hit, I actually think you guys would cut him. But he doesn't. So I think it's gonna be. I don't know what's gonna happen with him. It's interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out like my friend Charles Barkley does on the Inside the NBA. I want to give a shout out to Saquon Barkley. I knew that draft pick for the Giants. Look, everybody's going to question the draft pick between Donald and Barkley for years to come. Listen, the Giants had to do what they got to do. I mean,
that's a player you don't pass up on. Period.
Yeah.
And we see we can compete with the weapons we have.
True. And y'all don't have to worry about the Orioles being a playoff contender. We're going to be fading, obliterated for the next 3 to 5 years.
Well, I'm a Met fan. I'm a Met fan. Yeah, I'm a Met fan. So, but the Orioles, I mean, they're really bad.
Yeah, but we got an okay coaching staff. I like the changes we made. Just take your time. I don't mind losing. Look, I got through the 15 years of losing just by getting through it. You know?
Right.
I've been through it, man. I just get through it. Get through it, man.
The Orioles haven't been. I mean, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my God! Thank you so much, Joe Moose. I really appreciate that. He says, "Great channel, Chris. Keep up the good work." Joe Moose, man, I had a great conversation with you. Keep calling in. I love talking to you, buddy. Big Jet fan. He's a Net fan, but I'll forgive him. But yeah, as far as you, I got thrown off there. We were talking about. I was about to say something. I forgot.
The last time they won World Series 8-9. I know this because Cal was the MVP and Dempsey was on the team. So, well, that's how far, you know.
I just remember an image as a kid. I think he made the wild card his last year in the pros, and I remember him sliding to first base head first, and I think it was the last out of the game in the playoffs. But I could be wrong about that. I just remember that image as a kid.
Will's final All-Star appearance in 01 of in Seattle. That was a memorable game. Oh, my God. Oh.
Yeah. But
A-Rod stepped over there for him.
Oh, that was the game where A-Rod slapped. No, that was against the Red Sox. I don't know what game you're referring to. Oh, when he was a Mariner.
Yeah, he was a Mariner.
All-Star
game. Yeah. That was a cool moment.
Right. Okay.
Aside, yeah.
Oh, they switched positions so he could play shortstop. That's right.
Yeah, that was a cool moment. Step aside.
That was a great. Yeah, that was a great moment. But I want to let you go because.
By the way, my favorite All-Star
game. Go ahead. I'll let you.
Switch you. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. Finish what you were gonna say.
Well, my favorite All-Star game for real is the NBA, so I'm not gonna watch this. I got the Royal Rumble tonight.
Yeah. I was thinking about ordering it, but I'm not a big wrestling fan. But I always enjoy the Royal Rumble, so I still may. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this for a while. I mean, I like that my Ravens players are there, fine, have fun. I don't believe them.
Yeah, I hear you, man. There's no point in risking millions of dollars to get hurt in the Pro Bowl. But I'm going to let you go because I got a bunch of people trying to call in. But I want to say thank you for calling in. Thank you for being a great subscriber, and enjoy the Super Bowl.
I will, man. Go Patriots, I guess.
All right, my man. Thank you for calling in.
All right. Thank
you. Hello, you're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in the chat so people could sub you up if they haven't done it. I actually had a call. I forgot who it was. I can't remember who it was, but a Jets fan. I'm bad with names, but he calls in all the time. He called in and asked, "Where's Mr. Spoon?" Because the way you eat the soup last show. But what's going on, Rover?
I like that nickname a lot. You know, the bear is obviously one that's caught on.
Rover's the best.
Bear is a very flattering nickname.
Yeah, what's up, my man?
Yeah, so Chris, I wanted to call in today. And I wanted to, I guess, first I wanted to say Friday was, you know, that was one of the most fun streams I've ever, been a part of or watched.
You're referring to the Nothing But Nonsense stream on Bad Dog's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be, we had a blast, and Bobby Woodward, what's going on, my man? That was a blast, and we're going to be on my channel this Friday doing that. That's going to be at least every other week type thing, but we're going to be doing it this Friday.
Well, Bad Dog's liver can only take too much. I mean, that was just,
it was fantastic.
Kicking it off, the topics, you know. I really enjoyed the 7th grade teachers part. I mean, now that was so relatable. It's so relatable. That's why I loved it so much.
The 7th grade teachers part. That's right. When I was talking about good old Miss Bolsky, my 7th grade English teacher in middle school.
Yeah, and of course, everybody was researching that. You're just giving her free publicity. You're like Dan Bilzerian.
So what's up, Rover? What do you want to? And by the way, anybody that's not subscribed to Mr. Bad Dog, please do it. He's right there in the chat. But go ahead, Rover.
So I wanted to, first off, this week, I'd love if the YouTube community can do a prop bet. Because I even feel bad that we didn't completely do the pick'em video, and I would even give a hat away for a fan for the comments that hit on the prop bets the best. I would even think about doing something a contest.
You know what? If you want to do that, I don't know how many people I could bring in on a stream because it always slows down when I have more than one. But if you want to try to do something like that on my channel or your channel, we'll talk and maybe we'll organize that. I like that idea.
Yeah, so I guess I want to talk about the Super Bowl. I can go in a lot of different directions, but, I'm curious, who were you really rooting for in this game? Because I really think the LA Rams to me, I don't really like the LA Rams because they've kind of achieved success so quickly, if that makes sense. Like Sean McVay, it also their playoff run was so easy. I'm like,
wait. I got to stop you there. I'm rooting for the Rams, but I get what you're saying there, whether they haven't gone through the struggles and they're not an experienced team. But first off, I can't root for the Patriots. But for you to say they didn't go through a tough schedule, that's false. I mean, they went and beat the Cowboys, a team that you've been saying since Week 9 is the best team in the NFC, and then they go on the road to a place where New Orleans never loses, and they start off down 13-0. And referee help or not, they did a great job getting back into that game. So I disagree with you when you say they didn't have a tough road to get there. You couldn't have had a much tougher road.
Well, I mean, I guess I looked at the Cowboys and I overrated them, but I'm talking about their division.
All right. If you're gonna, so you're saying, well, all right. But by the same token, and I get what you're saying there, they play in a weak division. I could say the same thing about the Patriots.
Yeah.
They have the Dolphins, they have the Bills, they have the Jets. They have that for every year for 15 years straight.
Yeah, I mean that. You make a good point there with New England. It's just like I look at that Saints game and I thought that the Saints were the better football team than the Rams. I mean, I'll give the Rams credit for kind of hanging in, but then you look at the Patriots. They had to beat the Chargers. I think the Chargers are tougher than Dallas, and they had to do that at home, and they blew them out.
I mean, I agree with you. I just think it's funny coming from you because you were the one preaching how good the Cowboys were for months.
I was, but the Cowboys just their defense just didn't show up. Like I hated Jason Garrett. They had no urgency. Their offense was good. It's just I was shocked how terrible their defense was. And I mean, I think there's reasons to hate the LA Rams. I think Sean McVay. I think everybody kind of liked him that first year. But now he's like that band that you discover and then they sell out and everybody is kind of on their coattails, if that makes sense. And they're also like a free agent team. Well,
that's fair.
Team.
That's fair. I mean,
one of my favorite winners ever of the Super Bowl was the Ravens in 2012 because they would get close, they'd lose in the playoffs, and they'd have to.
One thing I will say though, and I agree with you, a large part of their team has been built via free agency, but their three most important players were drafted: Donald, Goff, and Gurley, all drafted.
Right. It is amazing because they went from Jeff Fisher, and it's a meteoric rise. It's incredible. They haven't really faced much adversity, and I guess that's a credit to the Rams. But I look at the Patriots right now, Chris, and I used to hate the Patriots with Tom Brady, but now that hate has just turned to more respect. And Tom Brady, to me, is like a Roger Federer kind of the NFL, and I'm just rooting for him to honestly win another championship. I mean, I really don't hate New England anymore. And why are you rooting for the Rams in this game and not the Patriots?
I mean, I'm just sick of the Patriots. I'm just, I know, I get what you're saying there where you respect Brady. It's a Michael Jordan effect. I went through the same thing as a kid. I hated Michael Jordan, but by the end of his career, I respected him. But I can't root for the guy. The guy wins every year. I want to see something different. I never root for the Patriots. I get that people admire greatness. It's almost like rooting for Darth Vader in Star Wars or the Evil Empire. I can't do it. I won't do it. I'm pulling for the Rams.
Well, I like Bill Belichick though, and how much he meant to the.
He's a great coach. Great coach.
Like how cool it is that the freaking that we had Bill Belichick in our organization, and he's a part of our tree. And if it was the Saints and the Patriots, it would have been easier to root for New Orleans. You combine that with the fact of the call and just how heartbreaking it was for Drew Brees not to go back to the Super Bowl. I'm rooting for the Patriots to win this game. I am.
I don't blame you. I mean, you root for whoever you want. I mean, there's no. I mean, if it was Cowboys Patriots and you root for the Cowboys, I'd punch you. But as a Giants fan, I can't knock anyone rooting for either one of these teams. But I just
let's look at the other two games. We had Matt Ryan, Atlanta, kind of a likable team. What was the Super Bowl last year? Well, there was the Eagles last year. Seattle and the Patriots. I didn't love Seattle either. I know you didn't like Seattle.
No, I don't. I rooted for Seattle because I can't stand the Pats. But I hated both teams. And by the way, I don't know if you're watching this. Juju Smith-Schuster got hurt. I don't know how serious it is, but he hurt his knee.
Yeah, I'm not really watching it, to be honest.
Hopefully.
I mean, I like the Pro Bowl. I like the skill competitions. Have you watched any of those?
I've watched him in the past. I haven't got an opportunity to watch him this year. I'm sure I will when I get a chance.
Do you think that the NFL, and I'm going to hang up pretty soon and let the other callers call in, I can't wait to talk about the Rams' hatred more, like when we do a full-in interview this week on your channel.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that the NFL, do you think that the Pro Bowl should just be a skills competition and not an actual game or like almost a flag football game, a 7-on-7?
I mean, it might as well be. I mean, the way they play this game, I'd rather watch celebrities play. I mean, they don't play. I'm watching this now. They don't even tackle Tyreek Hill to the ground. He just ran an end around for 15 yards, and they blew it dead while he was still up. It's a complete disgrace, this game. It might as well be. I'd rather watch little kids play.
Yeah, no, it's just an honor to be selected to the Pro Bowl. The cool part is, I mean, it does have some value because you get to chat. Like, if you're like a rookie like Van Der Esch, you get to talk to like a Luke Kuechly all week. Like it has great value because you get to pick their brains of really successful veterans if you're a young kid. Like Saquon can talk to like Adrian Peterson at this event.
That's a good point. That's actually a good point. And in the NBA, they use it as a tool for free agency, where they talk to other superstars. They try to bring them on the team. I remember they were telling Amari to do that when he went to the All-Star game with the Knicks to try to recruit players. That's a good point. It's not a bad point you bring up there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let you go because I'm sure there's a lot of people.
And it's so much better that the Pro Bowl is this week. And maybe you could talk the rest of your show about how great the dunk contest was growing up. I mean, I love NBA All-Star Weekend too, so I could talk to you all day, man. And
yeah, well, like I said, I'm going to open up the phones for everybody to call back in probably around 5:30 if you want to try to call back, and then I just want to give everybody a chance to call in.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris, Big Blue for Life, Bad Dog, and all those guys. So I'll see you all, and I'm going to keep listening.
All right, brother. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey man, I got a question.
Can you speak up a little bit? I can barely hear you.
Oh, I got a question.
Yeah, who is this, by the way?
Oh, this is James.
James, what's going on, my man? Thank you for calling in.
No, you're welcome. I have a question. Do you think Missouri's quarterback, Drew Lock, do you think he's top 10 talent?
No, but I understand why people think it. I don't think to be honest with you, I don't think any quarterback in this draft, just based on pure talent, because there's so many talented players in this league, is a top 10 player. I think Haskins is the closest, by my opinion. I'd probably have him around a 13th or 14th best overall player, but I would understand if the Giants took him because it's a need. But there's so many great defensive players in this draft. But no, I don't think Drew Lock's a top 10 talent. What about you?
I believe he's like, I don't think day one, because he's very talented, has a very good arm, but I don't think he's like day one first round talent.
Yeah, well, somebody's going to do it. I'm telling you right now, somebody's going to fall in love with his ability to throw and run because he's a good athlete. He's got a big arm. Somebody's going to fall in love with him. Somebody's going to take him in the first round. That's a fact. And it could be the Giants. I've seen him mocked to the Giants. It wouldn't shock me. You know?
The Jaguars are having a very bad time at quarterback. I think they might take him.
The Jaguars could trade up for Haskins. There's a lot of possibilities. The Bengals could trade up for Haskins. Or whoever they like is the best quarterback. We'll see. We'll know more as the draft approaches. That's for sure.
And I have another question. You think the Pro Bowl is that important?
No. I think at this point, you look at some guys that have made Pro Bowls because the real Pro Bowlers never go because they're playing in the Super Bowl or they're playing in a championship game and they don't feel like going after they lost. Guys like Byron Leftwich have gone to Pro Bowls. Look at the Giants this year. Michael Thomas is playing in the Pro Bowl. It's a joke. It's like a glorified exhibition. Nobody cares about it. And in my opinion, it doesn't even help your Hall of Fame credentials anymore.
That's true.
But I'm going to let you go because I got a few people calling in. I want to thank you for being a great subscriber, and I want to thank you for calling in.
I watch every video, every live stream.
You're the man. You are the man. Thank you very much.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, buddy. All right, let's get to the chat here a little bit. All right, one at a time. We'll take the next call. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, man, take a guess who it is.
Take a guess who it is.
I'm a Jet fan.
You're a Jet fan. Hold on, let me, Oh, is this Detonator?
Of course.
What's going on, buddy? Thank you for calling in.
Yo, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just doing a call-in show. I'm like I said, I'm going to try to do 2 of these a week going forward. I may even do one tomorrow because I want to do them normally on Monday. This is kind of just like a special show because nobody has anything to do during the Pro Bowl. I may do one tomorrow night. I'm not sure yet because I'm off Mondays. That's one of the days I can do it. But what's going on, buddy?
Not much. As watching my favorite game of the year.
Yeah. Oh, God. Don't even get me started. This game is the worst.
Oh, my goodness. Like, every single day, I'm like, Dad, I can't wait for the Pro Bowl. It's like, shut up. You know I hate it.
Yeah, it's the worst. I mean, and the AFC's
I mean, the only part I love is the fact that how much fun they have, especially during a skills showing. Oh, my goodness. It's hilarious, like, what they do. Like, I wish I could be in that position, you know?
They're interviewing Barkley right now on the sideline there.
Oh, nice.
So, what's up, buddy?
So yeah, being a Jet fan, what did you think of the? I mean, myself being a Jet fan, but as an outsider's view, what do you think of us hiring that offensive coordinator from the Dolphins?
Yeah, he was okay. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because he coached with Gaze. But the guy who's most impressive to me is Williams. I think he was the best hire that the Jets made.
Yeah, I said that was the best hire, but apparently, I was talking to my dad about this, how it was kind of almost shoved down their throat because Gates wanted to bring the whole Dolphins coaching staff over. I'm like, you can't do that. You can't just bring, obviously they didn't have success, and, you can't just force your way in. I know you're the coach and everything.
But to be fair to Gaze, and that's why I always say you got to give him an opportunity, the Dolphins didn't have a lot of talent over there. It's not. Yeah. You can't tell. I mean, they didn't even have Landry this year. Like, who did he have? Who was his best receiver over there? It was what's his name? Oh God, I'm so.
A Rock.
Who?
A Rock.
Yeah, I mean they had nobody. They had no real good receiver. Yeah, Rock might as well have been. But yeah, I mean, and their quarterback's Ryan Tannehill. Kenyon Drake's their running back. They didn't have any great talent over there, so I think you got to give him a chance.
Yeah, and I find, like, Tannehill, like, he has talent, but he doesn't have, like, the star quality talent, as I could say. Like, I mean, sure, he could lead a team to, he saw 7 wins last year, but can he really lead a team to a playoff win, a Super Bowl, anything special like that? I don't think so. He gets injured way too much, and he's just too much of a liability for that team.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think Tannehill, I'm not a big Tannehill guy myself. I thought it was a horrible pick. The Dolphins, if I'm not mistaken, did the Dolphins? I know they took him 6th or 7th overall. It was a very early pick. Did they trade up to get him? I don't remember.
I don't even remember what draft he was even drafted.
He was drafted in the same draft as Luck. It was the Luck RG3 draft.
14?
He was the third. I think it was 2012, and he was the third quarterback taken in that draft. I think he was 7th overall.
Ooh, that's just. That's just disappointing. I mean, they must have shown something at the Combine that he wasn't going to be too much of a promise. I mean, come on. I mean, if you look at him, even now, he's not really, a mobile quarterback. I don't think he really has that great of throwing and run skills. He's just lacking talent in almost every single region. He's a par, not even subpar, but just a par quarterback. He won't do too much. He'll get you a couple of wins, but other than that, what's he really going to do?
He's not that good. He's not that good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's average at best. But anything else? I'm just trying to get people in. I'm not trying to rush you off the phone.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say this one time. Yo, Bad Dog, Sam Darnold is the GOAT. He will kick the Giants' butt next season. And, we maybe disagree, but I swear, Bad Dog, I'm going to win this battle.
There you
I'm
go.
telling him that right now.
You heard it from Detonator's mouth, Bad Dog. That's a challenge. But I'm going to let you go, buddy. I'm going to open up the phones probably the last half hour, 45 minutes of the show if you want to try to call back in.
Awesome. Take care.
All right. Thanks for being a good sub. All right. Dane Martin, you have a wrench. I'm just getting in the chat here. We got Kevo in the chat. By the way, please sub up Kevo. I was over on his channel the other day. There's a lot of live streams. Got hard worker there. Rogue Dog's in the house. Fox87, another YouTuber. Please sub him up. think he's a Bills fan. Last Jedi is in the house. We have a female presence. Hope she enjoyed that party last night. Order, another YouTuber there. He's a Laker YouTuber. All right, here we go. You are on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Entertainer?
What's going on? Who's this?
Goose.
Goose, my man. What's going on? You did a great live stream, by the way, last night. It was a blast. Now, I got a question before you talk. Did you just wake up?
I took a nap earlier, but I'm just now recovering.
Yeah. By the way, anybody that is not subbed to Goose, he's a hard work over there. Does a lot of live streams, and he's a real fun guy to talk to. So, give his channel a look after you get off the phone. Type your name in there so they can sub you up.
Sure, no problem, man.
But what's up, my man?
I just got some facts for you. If you're ready for some facts.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you know when dolphins sleep, only half their brain rests?
Goose is coming with the dolphin facts, as everybody knows that I was the one that brought up the dolphin rape caves, and that has now become infamous. So he says that dolphins, I'm sorry, what was it? They only use half their brain to sleep?
Yeah, when they sleep, only half their brain rests. So
okay, so they're always thinking.
They're always thinking.
All right. What else you got?
Let's see. And did you know a baby dolphin is born with its tail first to prevent it from drowning? So the female dolphin will break.
I actually did know that.
You did? Okay.
I did know that one, and I should know.
Yeah. So the female dolphin will break away, because it has an umbilical cord, and then it'll come back and take it to the surface to breathe.
Very good stuff. Very good stuff, my man. Thank you for coming with the dolphin fact. I always like being informative to my chat, and I talk dolphins all the time. You know that. By the way, Dylan, this show's gonna be on for a while, so I will get to you eventually. I can only take one person at a time though. But what's up, my man?
Oh, not much, man. How's the Pro Bowl? I watched like 5 seconds of it.
Yeah, that was about all you needed to watch. It's as bad as it gets. It's 17. I got to update the scoreboard, by the way. It's 17-0 AFC. We got about 22 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, I watched one tackle. I said, that's done. I'm not watching no more.
Well, they don't even tackle. There hasn't been a tackle in this game yet. They literally blow it dead every time a player gets touched. But what do you think of the Super Bowl? Who do you think's going to win?
Patriots. I can't bet against Brady.
He's tough. And are you rooting for the Patriots because the Rams knocked you out, or you?
Nah, I'm not really rooting for anybody. I mean, I just want to hope it's a good game.
Yeah, I think it will be. I think it'll be a very good game. I mean, Patriots Super Bowls always are. We know that they're always close.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a great game.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the Rams, but it's not like I'm like a diehard for either team. You know, it's kind of like that's usually how the Super Bowl works because my teams are rarely in it, obviously, and usually just hope for a good game.
Yeah, I don't think they've had like you said about it's a close game. I don't think they've been in a game where it's a blowout, have they?
No, I'd have to go back and look at this, but I'm almost positive every game they've been in has been within 4 points. Every single Super Bowl.
So.
Every single one.
I think so.
By the way, I just want to tell 928, do not call while I'm talking on the phone. I can only take one call at a time. I want to give Goose a chance to talk because I love his channel. Once again, sub up Goose after this if you haven't done so.
I'll chat my name in a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
But but I'll let you go, man. I'll let you get other callers. I just wanted to call and give you some facts.
Yeah, I appreciate the Dolphin facts, and I'm sure everybody in the chat does as well. Thank you for being a great subscriber. Keep up the great work with your channel. Keep the grind alive, my man.
Okay, yeah. I'll see you in the chat.
All right, buddy. All right, next on the line. What's going on? Thank you for calling in. Hello. In 3, 2, 1. Goodbye. Next caller. You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, man, the QC.
QC. Love QC. What's going on, buddy? I had a great time talking to you last night. What's going on, my man?
Nothing much, man. Just got the day off today again. I just turned the Pro Bowl on.
Oh,
so I guess I'm watching the Pro Bowl. I don't know.
Oh, God. It's as bad as it gets. I mean, I haven't seen a tackle yet. I mean, everybody's wide open on every throw. It is literally.
Hey, that was the closest thing to a tackle right here. This dude tried to catch the ball in front of his teammate and hit him hard on accident.
Yeah, you're right about that. And that was Thielen. That was your guy. You're a Viking fan.
Ooh. Yep.
Yeah, that was Thielen.
Yep. You know, a lot of people are joking about flag football. I think do it, man. Make it flag football, and then they'll try, and then it'll be entertaining.
It might as well. I mean, that's what it is. It basically is. The second you get two hands on the guy, they blow it dead.
Yeah, pretty much is.
You know, but what's going on with you, man? How's your day going?
It's going good. Had some family up visiting yesterday. Slept in today. Gonna stay up all night watching these streams, having some fun. Hey, man, Goose's stream last night was pretty eventful for what I expected. Man, Goose is the new bad dog apparently.
Goose, that was a very fun stream. That was one of the more entertaining streams I've been a part of.
Super fun.
He could drink me under the table. I will not challenge Goose to a drink off. I know that.
I'm at work and I see this guy chug a big old glass, and I just get super hyped, and I got to go back to work. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get off. But that was fun.
What do you work late, huh?
Yeah, I've been working late. I usually get off at here. It's about midnight, so you guys always keep me entertained at work, make my days go better. So
that's awesome, man. I appreciate that, man. You're always great, man. You always pop in my chat. You always give kind words of encouragement. So subscribers like you are the best. I always appreciate it. Even if I don't see it once in a while, just know that I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Hey, I always I pop in, I give my little fee, pay my dues, but you don't got to interrupt your guests for that, man. I always feel bad.
I always feel like I should. Anybody that takes the time out of their day to give me a donation, it means the world to me. So I have to.
I got you.
I have to.
I got you.
But yeah, man. Anything else you want to talk about before I let you go?
No, man. I'll let you go. I got Rams in the Super Bowl.
There you go. Well, and of course, I'm sure you'll be on Bad Dog's channel. Hopefully you pop in. I know you're a big fan of Sports Fair as well, but hopefully you pop in and say hello to us during the Super Bowl.
Yep, definitely.
All right, brother. You have a good rest of your day, my man.
All right, you too. Good talking to you.
All right, buddy. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
I'm surprised I got my call through. What's going on? It's One Giant Rebuttal.
One Giant Rebuttal's in the house. Of course, One Giant Rebuttal, I think he's going to be on Tuesday on the channel. We're going to be talking some Giants, some Super Bowl, whatever. He's got a great channel over there. If you haven't done so, sub him up. What's going on, One Giant Rebuttal?
Not too much. Thought I'd call in, talk about your favorite game, the Pro Bowl.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It is the worst. It is the absolute worst.
Now, I wanted to call in, honestly, to commend you about your Barkley versus Baker Mayfield video. It was really good.
I
suggest everybody in the chat go watch that video because, informative, and you did balance it out. Like, you weren't, I had a feeling you were going to go Barkley the minute you went live on that video, but it didn't really matter because, the numbers support Barkley over Mayfield. In my mind.
It's damn close. It's damn close. Let's put it this way. It's so close that if Mayfield wins it, I'm not going to bat an eye. I can't get upset if Mayfield wins Rookie of the Year because, the guy broke records. He had a great year. It's just Barkley was... It's so close. I don't think it's a slam dunk either way.
It's close to me, but here's the thing. I get the QB position is the most important position on the field. But it just bothers me when other positions are totally, looked over. You go back... And the fact that, here's the stat that really just gets me, is Barkley has had basically the third best rookie season as far as scrimmage yards of all time.
And he did it with a bad offensive line.
He's up there with all-time greats. Two guys that, one's in the Hall of Fame, one should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if Edgerton's in yet or not.
He will be. If he's not, I don't think he's yet, but he will be.
And he's comparing directly to those two. I'm sorry, you're talking about, if he continues on this pace, possibly a Hall of Fame player in himself. But obviously,
right. And I can't speak to the situation Dickerson was in because I didn't watch football back then. But if you look at Edgerrin James' situation as a rookie, it was 10 times as easy as it is for Barkley. He had Peyton Manning. He had a good offensive line there. They had weapons all over the place. They were the best offense in football, and he just added to it. Barkley, they have a horrible offensive line, and everybody knew what they were going to do, and he was still able to do what he did. What Barkley did this year was just astounding, and the big plays, as I rattled them off in the video, it's just ridiculous what the guy was able to do this year, given his support system, and he really is touched from the hand of God, as Gettleman said.
Oh yeah, I knew we were going to draft Barkley last year because at the combine he goes over and shakes the Giants scout's hand. I knew he was getting drafted right then and there. There was no question. Any other Giants fan didn't realize it then. I do it then because I've never seen a player do that at the combine ever.
Right. And of course he had that picture. I think about 2 weeks before the draft with him wearing a Giants hoodie. I remember that got a lot of publicity. Yeah, I was happy. I wanted Barkley. I wanted Baker first. I'm gonna be the first to tell you that. I wanted Baker, but I knew the Giants weren't gonna take Baker, even if he was there. They never brought him up as a possibility, and he just doesn't seem to fit. And it's the same reason, I know you like him, but it's the same reason why I don't think Murray will be a Giant. The Giants seem to like more of that traditional 6'3", 6'4" quarterback. And that's why if anybody was going to be picked by the Giants last year at the quarterback position, I thought it would have been Darnold or Rosen.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that sentiment. I wanted neither Darnold or Rosen. I don't want a quarterback this year, but I mean, because I just think wait for next year. If you're going to draft a quarterback, wait till next year. I mean, every other better prospect coming out in next year's draft, I'm fine waiting one more year. I mean, if I have to tolerate one more year of Eli Manning, I can tolerate one more year of Eli Manning.
I won't mind either way. I'm not one of these guys that says we have to take Haskins. I think I'd be happy if they took him, but I'd also be happy if they took 7 other players. I'm not, it's not a must for me. I think you could improve the other parts of the team and take one next year. And I know we don't know where we're going to be picking, and that's a great point, but we'll worry about it when it happens. Unless they love a quarterback. If you love a quarterback with the 6th pick, you got to take one, but we'll see what they feel.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll see what they feel.
No, because, I mean, my thought process next year is if you really love one of those quarterbacks, it doesn't even matter who's drafting at number 1. You know what? You throw the kitchen sink at it. If you have to go do a Mike Dick and trade away your entire draft to go get one player, then go do it.
Exactly.
As long as you address what you need to address this year before, your decision's made next year. But obviously all this is in the future, so.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fun offseason.
I can talk this all day.
It's going to be a really fun offseason. I already took off work for March 13th because I'm going to be... Jet Central told me last year during the free agency day, he took off and he filmed like 20 videos. I'm going to do the same thing because I think it'll help build up my channel. And I'm looking forward to all the big free agency signings on that day. And hopefully the Giants have some of them.
Well, and that's actually not a bad idea because a lot of people, I forget who I was listening to the other day that came up with this. The actual offseason, like draft time, free agency, is actually the best time to grow your YouTube channel if you are a sports fan, especially of football, the numbers bear that out. So that's an interesting thing. I didn't know that. I thought it'd be during the season, but actually during the season, your subscribers slow down. If the off season is actually the best time to grow your subscribers,
probably up until after the draft, and then I'm sure it slows down after that. But
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah, these next 3 months, you're gonna have to put in a lot of work, try to grow it up, and we'll see how it goes, man. But I'm looking forward to having you on the channel in a couple of days. I'm gonna let you go because I'm sure there's a couple people trying to call in. But thank you for calling in, my man.
Thank you.
All right, brother.
Talk to you later.
All right, let's see what we got here. Hassan is in the chat. By the way, anybody new to the channel, if you haven't done so, please hit that like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
What's up?
Hello. Hey, who is this?
William Horseman.
Oh, you called earlier.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll let you talk, but I don't want people calling in for a second time. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you go. You can call back in at like 5:30 because I want to let everybody who hasn't called get an opportunity to call in.
Okay.
All right, man. I'll let you call back in later. All right. Let's see what we got in the chat here. When football ends, it's dark for... Yeah, Scott Thomas. You're right about that. I mean, the next big thing we got to look forward to is opening day for baseball and then March Madness and the NBA playoffs. But what's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
What's going on? Who's this?
This is David.
David, what's up, my man?
Hey, I'm new to the channel. Just started following Giants YouTube channels.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. So you're a big Giant... Well, who else you like? Giants and what else?
Just Giants. Just a huge Giants fan.
That's awesome, man. Welcome to the channel, buddy.
Thanks, man. I got a few questions. Was Barkley the right decision?
Yes.
Like at the end of the day?
Yes.
Okay.
I had no doubts in my mind the day they took him. I have no doubts in my mind now. And I know I know the argument against it. People say in 5 years you're going to be paying him quarterback money, and it's stupid to do that, to pay a running back, whatever. But there are certain players, it doesn't matter what position they play, they are that transformative, and he's one of those players. So
that's what I said.
Yeah, I think he's that
said
special.
there's three running backs that you pay no matter what right now. Barkley, Zeke, and Bell.
I wouldn't even put Zeke in that class. I wouldn't even put Zeke in that class. Zeke's great,
really?
But I wouldn't put him in that class. I think Zeke benefits from that offensive line, and he's great. But I wouldn't even put him in that class. I'd have Gurley actually above Zeke. I'd have Gurley. I'd have Bell, and I'd have Barkley all above him.
the thing is with Gurley, he just didn't do it well his second year. He didn't have the O-line. He didn't do well at all. He had that horrible season. I don't think he's a top-tier running back, and that's just like an unfavorable opinion, but you saw in the second year of his thing.
I don't think he's on the level of a Barkley. That's for damn sure. But
Yeah.
I mean, that just goes to show you, though, when you don't have surrounding pieces, it doesn't matter. And that's what makes Barkley's rookie season that much more impressive. I mean, he had a...
Exactly.
By the way, I just want to say, I don't mean to interrupt you. I just got a super chat. Mustard Bus, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, entertainer, I'm stuck at work, so I can't go and just wanted to show some love. Mustard Bus, if you have not done it, go on over there, sub him up. I'm going to be on his channel tomorrow night. He's not really a sports channel, but I'm just trying to help his channel out. It's more of like a comedic channel, but I enjoy his channel. He's a great guy, and I always like to give him shout-outs when I can, and they're trying to incorporate sports into their channel. So go on over there, sub up Mustard Bus. But go ahead, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're good. But yeah, okay. So my second question is, if we didn't choose a quarterback last year, those 5 franchise quarterbacks, I don't think we should choose one this year. That's my personal opinion. Because if we didn't do it last year, we're not going to do it this year. Because I don't like Murray. I don't like Haskins. Haskins is too raw. And
I get the argument. I mean, if you've watched my channel, you know my feelings on Haskins.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like him, but I do recognize there are flaws to his game. He's there's certain quarterbacks where they're a slam dunk. He's not one of them. He's not. I'll be the first to say it. I like him. I mean, but he's only played 13 games. He plays in a college-style offense. He has I mean, the statistics back it up. Under pressure, he's not the best quarterback. So there are knocks on Haskins' game. I'd be the first to tell you that. And like you said, there's knocks on every quarterback in this draft. There's not a slam dunk. But by the same token, what I will say is it's very rare that there are quarterbacks that are a slam dunk. They're few and far between.
Yeah, there's like the Andrew Luck. You're not going to get that every year. It's like once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah, it's once every maybe 5 years if you're lucky. I think Trevor Lawrence is that next guy that's like an Andrew Luck.
Yeah, we got to wait. What is it? 2021? He's eligible, right?
Yeah, next year you're gonna have next year's class,
Jake
of course,
Fromm.
is Tua from Herbert. Those are the 3 big guys off the top of my head for next year's class.
Yeah, I the thing is, I wouldn't mind. Like, let's say we keep Eli. I personally want to draft a defensive player like, personally, Josh Allen or like a linebacker or even like, I don't know, because anyone defensive, I'm not going to lie, because I just don't like anyone on the offensive side, and with our higher pick.
Let me ask you this. Knowing that if we took a Josh Allen, and he's not going to be there, the only way you're going to be able to get Allen is to trade up. Would you trade up? I'm not going to give you the hypothetical trade, but we know to trade up from 6 to, say, 3 or 4. Say he's there at 4, and you could jump from 6 to 4. You got to give up this year's second rounder. Well, it's going to be more than that. Because, I mean, you look at what the Jets did last year, and granted it was for a quarterback, but the Jets gave up 3 seconds to jump from 6 to 3. So, let's say it's 2 seconds. Let's say you got to give up 2 seconds. This year's second, next year's second, to move from 6 to 4.
I'm not even going to lie about. Yeah, I agree. We're gonna have to give it up because we're going to give up the first, our second, and our next year's second. But I think the Indianapolis Colts, they knew what the Jets were trying to do, and they just ripped them apart and took everything from them.
Yeah, but by the same token, I will say this. As a Jets fan, if he works out, it was worth it. It's going to work out for both teams if Darnold's good. We don't know yet if he's going to be, but if he's good, it'll work out for both teams. It was a great trade for the Colts because they already had their quarterback. They drafted Nelson with the 6th overall pick. And Nelson, to me, and I didn't mention in my Rookie of the Year video, Nelson, to me, should be in the discussion because what that Colts offensive line did year 1 to year 2, well, not year 1 to year 2, but from last year to this year, it's a completely different offensive line, and Frank Reich has something to do with that, but Nelson has a lot to do with it too.
Oh, I 100% agree. This Nelson guy, I was obsessed with the 2018 draft. I was obsessed with it. I saw Quentin Nelson, I saw his tape, and I was like watching. Like, this guy changes the whole O line. This guy's a beast. He's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and Notre Dame traditionally does develop really good offensive linemen, and he's like certainly one of them. Yeah, he's certainly one of them. But I'm going to let you... I really enjoyed talking to you, and thank you for being a new subscriber to my channel. I hope you continue to watch my videos and tune into my streams.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you for calling in, and I look forward to talking to you in the future, my man.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for picking up the phone.
You got it, buddy. All right, let's get to the chat. Busted Cherry's in the house. Gangrene David is in the house. Sub him up. Another YouTube over there. Joe Lutz says 2 second-rounders. I agree with you, Joe Lutz. I wouldn't trade up in this draft because, as I said, if anything, I'm trading down. I think the Giants have too many holes. Plus, you lose some of your picks for the following year draft if you want to use that pick to move up and get a quarterback. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, the Entertainer? This is Whitney Brick City. How you doing?
Whitney, my one of my favorite female subscribers. Probably my I don't want to give away favorites, but one of my favorite female subscribers. What's going on, Whitney?
Nothing much. Just doing a little shopping. I missed some things while I was out the first go around, but I'm still listening to your YouTube as I'm driving, so to kind of keep me, entertained a bit.
I appreciate that.
I have a question. Now, I heard you say something about, we can give up, future picks and all of that to boost up inside the draft. Is it possible that, we're at number 6, but let's say if we give up, future picks the next 2-year draft, can we still keep our 6th pick and still, have like a higher
what do you mean?
Or
I'm assuming what you're asking is, in a hypothetical scenario, would we be able to keep the 6th overall pick and trade up and get the 4th pick and be able to keep both? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
The only way that would be possible without giving up the 6th overall pick would be to trade a guy like a Beckham. That's the only way it would be possible, because you're not getting the 4th overall pick without giving up obviously your 6th pick and then more. It's gonna, obviously you're giving up a worse pick than the 4th. So the only way would be to trade a guy like a Beckham.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I never knew, how that all worked. I knew there were ways to do that, but I just didn't know exactly were there any, other methods to do, when it comes to the drafting and everything.
Yeah.
And another,
the reason I say Beckham is because there's no way you're trading Barkley, and the only other player that in my opinion on this team, because of Eli's contract, his age, he's not what he was. You're never going to get that for an offensive lineman. They don't have anybody on their defense who's a superstar. So really, the only player that would warrant a first round or early first round selection would be a Beckham.
Oh wow! No, I don't think we need to do that right now. Because even though, he has his problems off the field, he still brings a lot of threat to the field,
Oh, I mean, no doubt about it. He's one of the 3 or 4 most talented wide receivers in the sport. Nobody would ever debate that.
Right, and we could do some things once we figure out, that foundation with our O-line. And, the guy that was recently on the the phone with you before I called, I look at it like this. Everyone is saying, we shouldn't do the quarterback thing, or maybe we should, or we should really, look at our, the pass rusher. I say take what we can get at the moment, because there are pass rushers that will be, better the next 2 years in draft. Only reason why.
So you're basically saying stay where you are, take the best available player regardless of position. That's what you would do.
That would be my second option, but I mean, the only thing I will be more concerned about is the 2, high talk quarterbacks, and that's Dwayne Haskins and Kyler Murray. I'm more pulling towards Dwayne Haskins, because he's shown, he really wants to be a part of our New York team. And with Kyler Murray, I haven't really seen too much. I don't. Maybe he's just that type of person, but he hasn't really shown too much enthusiasm when it comes to the NFL. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying.
That's a good thing you bring up with Murray. I mean, I'm at this point, I think Murray's going to play football. I think he has a clear love for the sport, but it's definitely a worry that people should have. I mean, he clearly has another option to play baseball. He has a guaranteed almost $5 million if he goes and decides to play with the Oakland A's. And one thing I will say, especially at the quarterback position, and a lot of people will say there's been great athletes that have played both sports. Bo Jackson's one of them, Deion Sanders, Brian Jordan. There's been players that have been able to play both, but it wasn't at the quarterback position. The quarterback position, you have to be all in. You have to be completely focused. It is the most important position on the field, and it requires the most work. So he has to be completely focused on football. And I think he will be, but it is a reasonable thing to be worried about. There's no doubt about it.
Right. I just don't think he would be 100% in, because of the simple fact he still have an option. Let's say within 3 to 4 years he don't like where he's at, he can always just opt out of NFL and go straight to baseball. And I'm not saying that that's a problem. Whatever floats your boat, but we need somebody that's dependable, somebody that's all in, 10 toes in, and we don't have to worry about the what ifs and the possibilities of, what are they going to do? How are they going to come out this next year? I just think, Dwayne Haskins is a better fit for the NFL, for the Giants, rather.
I mean, it's definitely, obviously, I prefer Haskins, and, I see why people like Murray. We'll see where it goes in the Combine, but I'm going to let you go because I see a couple people trying to call in, but I want to say thank you for being a great subscriber. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, shop whatever you're trying to shop, and thank you for calling in, Whitney.
Thank you. I'll be subbing you soon.
All right, thank you very much.
Well, not sub, but give you a super chat, rather.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Whitney. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Have a good weekend. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, next on the phone. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
Luke Baker.
I'm sorry?
Luke Baker.
Wood Baker. Is that what you said?
Luke. Yeah,
Luke Baker. Luke Baker. What's going on, buddy? Did you call in earlier?
Oh, no, I haven't called in at all.
Okay. What's up, my man?
Oh, nothing. I was going to talk about some Jets football with you.
Jets football, go ahead.
Let me pause my TV real quick. Yeah, I have you on my TV watching.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I was going to talk about some Jets football since I found out about you from Jet Central.
Yeah, Jet Central's the best. Love his channel. Love that guy. He's going to be on my channel a lot in the baseball season. We're both Met fans, so you'll be seeing him a lot on my channel.
Fan.
What is that?
I'm a Yankees fan. I was just going to talk about Le'Veon. So do you think the Jets are going to have a chance to get him? I think we do, but... Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, I think you're one of the favorites. Because you're one of a few teams that have... I mean, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I know the Colts have the most. You guys are second.
Yeah, we're second.
There's probably 3 or 4 other teams that are capable of signing him. And, yeah, the Jets are one of probably the 3 or 4 teams that are going to be in the running for Le'Veon Bell. My personal opinion on it, I wouldn't want to sign him. I don't think he's worth it because I think he's going to give you short-term results, but long-term I think you're going to be paying for that contract, and he's not going to be giving you what you're paying for.
Yeah, I feel you. Is there a chance you think DeMarcus Lawrence would leave the Cowboys too?
I think he's going to.
Where do you think he's going to end up?
You're breaking up.
Where do you think DeMarcus Lawrence will end up?
Well, that's another guy I know Jet fans are clamoring for, and they'd like to see him on their team. And you guys, I mean, you guys could get him too. I mean, with the cap space you guys have, it's completely possible that you end up with both those players. Lawrence, I know as a Giants fan, he's a borderline top 10 pass rusher in the league. He fits your team well. I think the Giants could be in the running for him too. I mean, the Giants don't have a ton, but they have enough to sign one big free agent. There's a couple teams that are going to be in on him. And he makes sense for both the Giants and the Jets. They both desperately need a pass rusher. I do think he's going to be a free agent. I don't think he'll be a Cowboy next year. I really don't.
Yeah, I live in Texas, and so there's a bunch of Cowboys fans here.
And and what do they think? They want him back?
Yeah, they want him back, but I really want the Jets to get him.
Well, I know the Jets are going to be in the running. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's the one player I want is DeMarcus Lawrence.
And we just had a sack. I think for the first time in the game, and it was by your buddy Jamal Adams, doing his best impression of the sack he put on the Patriots mascot. But anything else you got?
Oh no, I just wanted to say, Ben, I like your channel a lot too. By the way.
Oh man, I appreciate that, my man. I hope you continue to. Even though you're a Jet fan, I always appreciate when you guys check out my videos. It does help my channel grow. So. Thank you very much. That's the ultimate compliment when I get outside fans tell me they like my channel, so I really do appreciate that.
You're welcome. Good luck with the show, and have a good day.
You too, my man. Thank you for calling in. All right, let's see what we got here. They want your number, Whitney. Whitney says, thank you for the compliment on my voice. What on earth is Jason Garrett? Yeah, see, I was thinking the same thing as I'm watching the game. What could he possibly be challenging? Maybe he's challenging that a player tackled one of his players in the Pro Bowl. All right, next caller. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
This is the Entertainer.
This is the Entertainer. Who is this?
Oh my God, I'm speaking to a star. This is C. My name's C, and I just love your channel. And I was in the chat earlier.
Wait. I think I know who this is.
and I saw
think this
the
is
Sexy Goat
Philly 500.
Sexy Goat was talking about his 3-inch killer, and I just wanted to say, Bad Dog is a mad dog, 'cause he knows the Giants always stink. What is up, dude?
Philly 500 is the absolute best. If anybody has not subscribed to Philly 500 yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. I love Philly 500. He always tunes into all my streams, and I try to get to as many as yours as I can. What's going on, my man? Thank you for calling in.
I just had to call and say hi. I'm sitting here. I got the flu this weekend, but I was tuning in, and I was like, I gotta call and give you some shit.
I'm sorry. So, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Although I was gonna ask you to give the crowd a preview of the song you were coming up with me, but if you're sick, I want you to save that for
yeah,
you.
Yeah, that's top. That's not ready. That's top secret because
that's
the
secret.
Duet. That's a duet with Dolphin. The Entertainer and the Dolphins had the time of their lives.
That's the title of it, guys. You heard it. The Entertainer
That's right.
and the Dolphins had the time of their lives.
That's it. It's a duet.
Oh man, I cannot wait. I gotta get you on the channel again soon.
Hey, anytime you want me on, I'm on, man. I would love it. I'm trying to watch this stupid Pro Bowl, but it's just too boring.
Oh my God, it is the worst. And the NFC still is. How do you go scoreless for almost 3 quarters in a Pro Bowl?
I know, it's ridiculous.
How does that even happen?
Listen, I just wanted to call and say hi. I know your fans and all your people out there want to get in and talk to you, so I'm not going to keep you long. But I just had to call and say, what's up? I love this channel. Everybody, if you haven't subbed up, the Entertainer, sub him up, because he's the man.
I appreciate that, Philly. And the same thing goes for you. I always say it, the best Eagles YouTuber on the planet. Go on over there and sub up my man, Mr. Philly 500. Thank you for calling in, buddy, and I'm looking forward to talking to you soon.
All right, buddy. Take care.
All right, man. Feel better. All right. Give the stream a thumbs up. And I appreciate that, Afghanistan. Afghanistan is the best. Bobby says, Philly 500, I hope you feel... Yeah, me too. All right, next caller. Oh, what's up? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
What's up?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
It's Crazy Dog.
Crazy Dog. Crazy Dog. Big Browns fan. What's going on, my man?
Nothing, just watching this abomination of a football game.
Yeah, you got that right. Did you even consider this a football game?
What's up? I can hear you.
I said, could you even call this a football game?
Hang on, I'm muting my TV. Hang on.
All right.
All right, what's up?
No, I'm saying, could you even call this a football game? That's how bad it is.
No, I've seen better football from a flag football game, to be honest.
Exactly. So, I got a question for you. I don't know if you watched my video yet. I just came out with my Rookie of the Year prediction video. Who do you think deserves it? Would you obviously you're a Browns fan, and I'm a Giants fan, so you probably know who I like, but who do you like in that matchup there, Mayfield or Barkley?
Gee, I don't know. My quarterback. I'm going with my quarterback.
I mean, he deserves it.
But I would not be surprised if Barkley won it. I would not be mad at all.
Yeah, they both deserve it.
It's too close to call.
Yeah, I was looking back at the past winners over the last 20 years. You can make an argument that in every year prior to this year, they would have won it. Like if they weren't going up against each other.
Yeah.
It's how crazy the year that both of them had.
Oh, I know.
You know? But what's up, man? What do you want to talk about?
I mean, we could talk about baseball, my Indians. I heard you talking about them earlier.
Yeah, I always talk about whatever you want.
And, I mean, don't forget the Indians still got a great pitching staff. I mean, we got Bauer, we got Kluber. Yes, our bullpen is kind of questionable. Our lineup ain't looking that great, other than Lindor and Ramirez. But other than that, I mean, the Indians are probably going to win the Central by the skin of our teeth. And then we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah, no, I think going in right now before, obviously as the caller said, the White Sox fan there, he had said that if they the hypothetical was if they, and Nathan Hill was the Bears fan. He said if they had signed Machado, I think that would change it a little bit. But as of now, yeah, Cleveland's the clear favorite in the division.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I love Lindor. He's one of my favorite players in the sport. And the Mets actually have a guy on their team. I don't know how close you follow the Mets, but they have Rosario, a shortstop, who a lot of people compare him to Lindor. They think he could eventually be that type of player. And if he ever became that type of player, I'd be thrilled.
Yeah, I pay a little attention because they got my guy Callaway managing.
Oh, that's right. He was your pitching coach.
Yep.
He didn't do that good of a job for the Mets last year.
And it's no coincidence that we get rid of Callaway and our pitching staff, especially the bullpen, takes a dive last year.
Well, yeah, he was supposed to be
a lot
this.
of Indians fans wanted him to come back, but
yeah, I mean, you can't blame him for getting he got a chance to be a manager. He had to go out and get his money. But, yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be this mastermind pitching coach. Didn't work out too well for the Mets last year, but we'll see. I mean, the pitchers didn't pitch bad. I mean, Wheeler had a career year. Matz played pretty well. He only threw 150 innings, but he pitched, I think he threw at a sub-4 ERA. And, of course, DeGrom won the Cy Young. So, the starting pitching was very good.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But, real quick, give me a Super Bowl prediction. I'm going to let the next person call in.
I'm going to go with the Patriots. I mean, I know we have Patriots fatigue, but can't doubt Brady.
Brady's the best. I mean, Brady, big game, Brady, Belichick, you can't beat that. I mean, I agree. I want to take the Rams because I think the Rams are the better team, but the experience is huge, especially in a big game like this. So I got to go Pats.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you go. Just wanted to say keep doing what you do. I love your channel, man. Glad I found your channel.
Man, I really appreciate it. And I always appreciate you retweeting some of the moments from the shows. I'm sure some people view that, and maybe I get some subs off that. So I always appreciate you putting that up on Twitter.
Yeah, shout out to Philly 500 too. Bad Dog is a mad dog because he knows the Giants always stink.
Crazy Dog is the best. Thank you so much for calling in, my man.
Sure thing, man.
All right, brother. All right, we got another caller calling in. What is going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Bobby, I could never forget that voice. What's going on, Bobby? Thank you for calling in, buddy.
Good. Do you know that offensive coach they have for the Jets now?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Do you know the offensive coach they have for the Jets now?
Yeah, former Miami. He was the OC.
Yeah, do you ever watch Kings of Queens?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. He looks
Doesn't he look like Spence?
He does a little bit, yeah. You're absolutely right about that.
He reminds me of Spence. And then the guy from that movie you told me about, The Fan, remember?
Oh, The
Fan.
Yeah. So what's
I still want Teddy Bridgewater as our quarterback.
Really?
I still hope to get him, yes.
Really? That's who Bad Dog originally wanted.
I think he will be good because he's one of the guys he used to play for that guy.
Well, he did. He played for Shermer. But by the same token, you could say the same exact thing about Foles. They both did.
Yeah, true. And then he's also right. Notre Dame brings in good offensive linemen too.
Oh yeah,
Zach Martin from the Dallas Cowboys. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, we better, like you said, straighten up our offensive line. Definitely.
We've had to do that for years. I mean.
Yeah, because Eli's going to end up on his ass again if they don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, whether it be via free agency or via the... I'm going to have my offensive line video up hopefully tomorrow. My free agency video. But they could have...
Yeah, and...
Go ahead,
Who are you doing the thing with tomorrow night, you said?
I might. I don't want to guarantee it.
Oh,
but yeah, there's a good chance I'll have the call-in show. By the way, guys, this was going so smooth until now. It seems like a lot of people are calling in while I'm on the phone. There is no point in calling in. You're just going to annoy the chat with the noise. Wait until I'm off the phone, and then you can call in. I want to say thank you to the chat. You guys have been much better today.
I hope it's not that other crazy guy that used to call and bother you all the time.
But,
I like Whitney's voice, too. Whitney has a pretty voice.
Bobby likes Whitney's voice. You know what?
Yeah, where's she from?
Maybe.
You know what?
Maybe I could use this forum as a way for people to meet. So Whitney and Bobby.
Yeah, dating service. Yeah.
Whitney and Bobby might be going on a date very soon. I'm going to try to set that up. He likes Whitney.
Oh, I wish. I wish.
He wishes.
Where's she from? Is she from
I'm
New
not
York?
sure. That's up for her to tell you if she wants to relay that information.
Oh, you said she was from New York, I thought you said.
D's Vids wants to know if you're Jewish.
Who's Jewish?
You. He's asking if you are.
Who's that?
D's Vids. He's in the chat.
No, I'm not Jewish. No, why?
He's not Jewish, and he wants to know why. I'm just relaying information from the chat.
I'm Catholic. I'm not Jewish.
Yeah, I was gonna say I pegged you for a Catholic, but
do you ever see the show Good Morning? The show I told you to watch on YouTube, the morning after.
No, oh, that's you know what? Put it in the comments after. I'll be sure to check it out. I always forget because I told you.
Yeah, you got to see that show. Michelle Serpico is gorgeous.
Bobby's got a good taste.
She works in New Jersey. Do you ever hear of the Pig and the Parrot?
I have not. Bobby's got a great taste in women. Let me tell you. So I'm going to be sure to check that out.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful.
All right, Bobby.
So tonight, where you don't spend all the money on, Royal Rumble, use Front Row Sports, okay? So you don't get charged $50.
Front Row Sport. What is that? A website?
Yeah, go to First Row Sports, and they have it for free.
All right, I'll be sure to check it out then on there. I was thinking about
Because
streaming.
I don't want you to spend no $50 on that.
I was thinking about
That's a
streaming.
waste.
I know nothing about wrestling, but I know people would tune in and watch it. But I don't have another computer, so if I had to watch it on the computer, I wouldn't be able to stream it. But
I see. You don't have a computer.
Yeah, but I have one, but that's what I use for my channel. But
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll probably just watch it though and just hang out. But I want to say thank you, Bobby. And if you could, please put that in the chat after in the comments.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The morning after. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
and the website for the Royal Rumble. I want to say thank you for calling in, Bobby, and have a good day.
Okay. No problem.
All right, Bobby.
Goodbye now.
All right. Bobby has jokes for days, Rogue. Absolutely. Cut this man off. 770. I think this is Patriots for Life again, I think. What's going on? You're live with the entertainer. And he hung up. All right. So anybody that wants to... Oh, here we go. What's going on? You're on live with the entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Well. The entertainer talking sports is now talking to Gangrene David. What's going on, man?
Gangrene David. He called in a couple of shows ago. He's got a good channel over there. If you haven't done so, please sub up Gangrene David. What's going on, man? What do you want to talk about?
Well, first of all, I'm glad I'm not watching the Pro Bowl, but shout out to my man Jamal Adams.
Yeah, he had a sack there.
He had a sack. He had a pick. The dude is playing like a legitimate All-Pro. I love this dude. I love this dude, and especially even him tackling the Patriots mascot was hilarious. It was hilarious.
He put him in the hospital, though.
I don't know. I don't know if he was in the hospital though, but
somebody said that earlier. But I agree with you. I was laughing when I saw it.
Yeah, I mean, well, when you're a Jet and you got to play the Patriots twice a year, why not try to go give them a taste of your own medicine?
Let me ask you this. I meant to ask this as a hypothetical when Joe Musa called in. Actually, a great Jet fan on my channel. If the by the Patriots winning the Super Bowl this year, it meant that both, and it is a completely hypothetical, probably won't happen. But if the Patriots won the Super Bowl this year, it meant that both Brady and Belichick were to retire. Would you be rooting for the Patriots to win this game?
I will never root for the Patriots to win this game. A team that has done nothing but clinch our division for the last 10 years or so, and has pretty much just no other team in the AFC East has been able to clinch that division other than the Patriots. And all we've had to deal with every year was having to either play Brady, watch it take control of our division, and then watch our most heated rival go back to the Super Bowl. So, absolutely not.
So if it meant so this is your options. You get at least say 10 more years of Belichick and 2 more years of Brady, or it's completely done if they win this game. You're still rooting for them to lose.
I'm still rooting for them to lose regardless. I will never, ever root for the Patriots.
I hear you. That's a good fan right there. So what do you want to talk about, my man?
Well, I mean, just asking a few questions. I'm actually intrigued about this new coaching staff that we got. Adam Gase, Dwell Logan, and even Greg Williams. I did a couple videos on that on my channel. There's actually a lot of where the dots connect on this coaching staff that we have now. But I guess you could say I'm a little bit confident. I'm more confident in this coaching staff now than I was back with Bowles, Bates, and Rodgers. But this is gonna be a fun offseason, especially now free agency on the rise. We have 22 free agents on the market. 22.
That's crazy.
And we have a lot of money. And people are saying we should go for Le'Veon Bell. We should go for Le'Veon Bell. I can agree with that because one of the things that we need to do, well, actually the most important thing that we need to do is sell tickets. Because no one wants to go to that great dumpster fire of a stadium and have to watch the Jets lose. And if the Jets don't sign Le'Veon Bell, then you want my honest opinion, there's no way that fans are going to be going into the seats. And you want to say sign Le'Veon Bell, but at the end of the day, we have a lot of guys sitting in the market, and we're now either replacing production or we're trying to keep guys. We're trying to re-sign people, especially since now we're transitioning into a 4-3 defense. We're going to have a lot more holes. So,
I agree with you. I'm not a fan. I love Le'Veon Bell. I think he's the third best running back in football right now. But I don't think he's worth the money that you're going to get. I think the Jets, especially with a young quarterback, you need to fix that offensive line. You need to fix the offensive line. You need to use a lot of your resources for that. You need to get him a receiver. That's exactly what the Giants did Eli's second year. They went out, they got Plaxico Burress via free agency. I think you need to get him a target. I think you need to get him a number one target. I think you need to address the offensive line. I think you need a pass rusher. You've needed a pass rusher for years. And I think you'll be able to address that with the third overall pick. But I would still try to go out there and get another big-time pass rusher in free agency. I think the money could be spent better than on Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, absolutely. Especially since there's another case with Le'Veon Bell. Is he going to get along with Adam Gase? And with a player like Le'Veon Bell, how's the New York media going to treat him? That's another thing.
Good point. Very good point.
So with in regards to getting Darnold a big-time weapon, which one will we get him? Because there's not one in the free agent market, and you might have to look at maybe potentially trading for a Mike Evans or for an A.J. Green, whatever the case may be. So it's actually... There's not really anything, maybe other than Golden Tate. There's nothing exactly appealing.
No, you're right. You're right. It's not the best free agency market for wide receiver.
And in regards to the draft, I remember we actually spoke about getting Jonah Williams. I would actually agree with that.
I think Jonah Williams is perfect.
My top two picks were originally Nick Bosa and Josh Allen, but since now we're running a 4-3 defense, Josh Allen is an outside linebacker. I was actually watched Jet Central's little mock draft, and I don't mind looking at Quentin Williams, even from
Quentin. Well, the top three prospects right now for me in this draft is the three names you just said in any specific order. It's Bosa, it's Quentin Williams, and it's Josh Allen. Those are the top three prospects in this draft for me, and I agree with you, Josh Allen, because you guys have transitioned to the 4-3. He doesn't fit as well. He fits much better for the Giants. The Giants aren't going to be able to get him, but. I agree. I think Quentin Williams, I agree with Jet Central, actually. I think Quentin Williams is the perfect pick for you guys at third overall.
Yeah, well, because now we actually, we're making changes on our team. I'm actually getting a bit excited. Free agency is going to be a huge step for us as well, so I'm going to definitely be making videos about that. But, Chris, I'm going to let you go, man, because I know you got a lot of callers on the line. But, guys, please subscribe to my channel, Gangrene David. I do talk New York Jets football as well. I have just surpassed 1,000 subscribers, and I actually just did a giveaway as well. So subscribe to my channel. I talk some New York Jets football, just like Jet Central. Hopefully I can do a collab with him. I've done a couple of collabs with Jet Central in the past. Great dude. Shout out to him. Shout out to Bad Dog, of course. Him and I think, just had a little bit of a disagreement on the New York Jets trade, but that they had for Sam Darnold when they went up to the third overall pick. But, it is what it is. Shout out to Bad Dog. And, Chris, keep up with the great content, man. You do a phenomenal job. And I hope we get to do a video together soon.
All right, buddy. Thank you for calling in.
All right, take care, man.
You got it. All right, let's get to the chat here. All right, next on the line, you're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in. And he just hung up there. All right, next on the line, you're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, Jerko, go ahead and talk.
Somebody just played back my clip of me calling somebody a jerk off. Hello, you're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hello.
Hello, who is this?
Skull.
Skull, big Jet fan. He's got a channel over there. Check him out. What's up, Skull?
Nothing much, but I want to talk about probably I want to talk about, I don't know, probably like, here, hold up. what the prediction video for the basically the rookie of the year for Saquon Barkley and Baker Mayfield. I want to talk about I feel like Saquon Barkley should earn it because Baker Mayfield has had a lot of great pass touchdowns, but Saquon Barkley had a very good amount of rushing yards for his team.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were both great. I mean, Baker, to me, if you're arguing Baker, it's obvious. He's a quarterback. It's a much tougher position to learn how to play. We've seen rookie running backs have tremendous success. You don't see it that often with the quarterback position. So that's the argument for Baker. It's a much tougher position to transition into at the NFL. And the argument for Barkley is he had a horrible supporting cast. He had an offensive line that's subpar. They're not the best blockers. And he still was able to have arguably the best year of any running back in football. He had the most scrimmage yards in the sport. So, I mean, I think Barkley did more with less. So that's why I would pick Barkley. I'm obviously biased. I'm a Giants fan.
Yeah, and also Baker Mayfield had a great year. It's just that Saquon Barkley also made the Pro Bowl in his first year of NFL.
Yeah, good point there. Very good point there. And I saw a Bad Dog said, update the scoreboard. Very important game going on over here. Yeah, let me change that quarter. We're headed to the fourth quarter here. And the score is 20-0 AFC. As the NFC is getting shut out in the Pro Bowl. I can't believe this. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
But yeah, also probably in the draft about Nick Bosa. Yeah, he I feel like I could see him probably going not to the Chargers where Joey Bosa is, but I could see I forgot what I wrote, but I wrote in the comments somewhere what team he was going to, and that's what my real that's where I feel like he's gonna go.
Yeah, I hear you. We'll see. I like Bosa. But my favorite player in this draft is Josh Allen, but I definitely see why people love Bosa. I mean, like I said, the three top players in this draft are Quinnen Williams, Allen, and Bosa, and they could go in any specific order, but those are my three best. But I'm going to let you go because I got a bunch of people calling in, but I want to say thank you for calling in, and keep up the good work with your YouTube channel, buddy.
Yeah, thank you for calling me in, and I'll let you go, okay?
All right, buddy. All right, next call. You're on live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Chris.
What's going on?
What's up, man? It's Goodfella.
Goodfella. You got your hat, right?
Yeah, I got it, man. I picked it up the other day. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you got it, my man. Yeah, Goodfella, of course, won the competition for the playoff picks against the spread. He won himself an Oklahoma Sooners fitted hat. So what's going on, my man? What do you want to talk about?
Oh, man. You want to talk about some football?
Yeah, of course, man. Before you talk, I just want to say, guys, please stop calling in. There's no point in calling in. I'm just going to click hang up until I'm off the phone with Goodfella. So what's up, my man?
Hey, man, I was going to ask you, who do you think the Giants' #1 draft pick is going to be?
All right, somebody continues to call in. 770. Because 770 keeps calling in, I am now not going to answer your call regardless. So you can keep calling in. I'm going to keep clicking hang up. But the Giants' 6th overall selection, I think that that's tough.
You think they're going to go with a quarterback?
Yeah, it's all circumstantial. It depends who falls to them. It depends who does what at the combine. It could be a bunch of guys. It could be Dwayne Haskins. It could be Farrell of Clemson. I think he's very much in play. I would say if I had to guess, Murray? I don't think Murray. I don't think they want Murray. I don't think he fits what they're trying to do. If you've heard Shermer in the past, he's always said he prefers a taller quarterback. I'd be surprised if they took Murray. And I know you're a Sooners fan, but I'd be surprised.
Oh yeah,
I'd be surprised.
Yeah, man, I live down here in southwestern Oklahoma, man. We're all about the Sooners down here.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he won't be a good quarterback. I just don't think he fits what the Giants are trying to do at the quarterback position. But you never know. I've been surprised before. Farrell, to me, I think if you put me on the spot right now, and I'm going to have a mock draft in about 2 or 3 days, so this isn't 100%. I might change my mind before I do it, but I think Farrell right now would be the guy I picked if the Giants stayed where they were.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff, man. Shit, I was calling to tell you, man, I love your show.
Yeah, man, I love all you guys for tuning into the show. You guys are great.
Yeah, man, some good stuff. Hey, you better watch out for the Eagles this year, man. We're gonna sweep y'all.
Well, that wouldn't be anything. That wouldn't be anything.
We're gonna pull that broom out on y'all. Get to sweeping that floor.
That wouldn't be anything new. You guys have swept us every year since 2015. I think we split.
I think y'all beat us once.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
2015.
and the crazy thing is we always, it seems, outplay you guys. Like in terms of yardage. Not the first game this year. You guys just killed us that game, but. The second game, I thought we outplayed you guys. We choked. It just seems like you always find a way to beat us, no matter what.
Man, you know what took me by surprise is I thought Carson Wentz was going to have a really good year this year because of his first year, or the year before last year, he was really good. So I expected that from him this year, and he really didn't play up to his potential. But when he got injured, man, I didn't think Nick Foles could come in and do what he did last year, and he damn sure did, man.
Yeah,
he almost beat the Saints.
Now, that's my question. Do you have any inkling in you? Are you debating it at all if keeping Foles is the right decision?
Hey, I think we should keep him because you never know, man. When his starter, if Carson Wentz goes down, who's going to be the backup? So.
Well, okay, but I get that. When 770, you can call in all day, and every time I do a call-in show, you can continue to call in. I will never answer you. So keep calling in. It's fun for the chat. I get to rant and call you a moron. Keep calling in 770, and I'll keep clicking the hang up button. So thank you for being the comic relief. Thank you for being a moron. But anyway, back to you. I'm sorry.
We were talking about Wentz and Foles. I think we should keep Foles.
Oh, Foles, yeah. I think Foles, and he's calling in again. Go ahead, keep calling in. I'm going to keep calling you a jackass.
He's just trolling you now, man. He's just messing with you.
He's just a moron. I'll call him after the show and call him a moron. But as far as it's Pats for life. I know it is, and he's never going to get kicked off. He will continue to be blocked on my channel now for the foreseeable future.
Man.
But I personally think Foles is the right selection. I shouldn't say that, but I'm worried about
for a backup though, man. Because it seems like when he gets in, man, he just plays, man, lights out. Man. It seems like the team starts playing around him.
I'm just worried about Wentz's injury history. That back injuries historically with athletes, they don't recover from it. You know, he'll come back. I know they say it's going to be 100% recoverable, but usually players are not the same after a back injury.
Man, I'm a big Oklahoma City Thunder fan too. I know we beat the Knicks. Was it last week?
Who doesn't beat the Knicks?
Yeah, but man, y'all used to have a good team back in the day with Charles Oakley. You remember that?
Oh my God, that's my favorite. I always say my favorite. And Bad Dog says I'm grunting. I'm grunting because
Anthony Mason and John Starks. You remember all them?
Mason, Oakley, Starks, Derek Harper, Patrick Ewing. I mean, that team was unbelievable. It's my. I always say, out of every team I've ever rooted for in any sport, that is my favorite individual team because they were like what New York City was all about. Like they were that tough, gritty team, and New York City loved them. And I would love for the Knicks to have another team like that in the foreseeable future.
Hey man, maybe you never know.
Yeah. But I'm going to let you go because I'm sure 770 wants to keep going in so I can hang up on him. But I'm sure there'll be other people that call in. I just want to say thank you for being a great subscriber. Thank you for continuing to tune into the channel.
Hey, man, that's no problem, man. I appreciate you a lot, man. I love your videos. Keep up the good work.
I appreciate that, brother. Have a good one.
All right. Take it easy.
770 area code. Russell Johnson, I know it's Pats for life because he was calling in on the 770 last time. But anybody that is new, 619, here we go. Hello, you're on live with the entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, yo, jerk off. Go ahead and talk.
Who is this?
It's Chris Senor.
Chris Senor.
Alright, it's 777, bro. You can shut up, bro. Get out of here. Patriots for life. Trash.
See you, Pat. See you, Pats for life. I don't need you. Please unsubscribe.
Out of the ballpark.
I don't need him anywhere near my channel. Okay, Pats for life. And matter of fact, I'm going to tell the Water Boy to block him. I'm going to tell Bad Dog to block him. I'm going to tell every YouTuber on the planet to block him because he's a complete clown. But go ahead.
Yeah. The Patriots for life just has to remember they got beaten by a 9-7 team twice.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That was bad.
But real quick, I want to Mr. Bad Dog says he's blocked. But real quick, Chris Senor, as I always do when you call in, I want you to give your, because they're here, so you got to do it. Give me your Bad Dog song. Go ahead.
Alright. Bad dog is a mad dog 'cause the Giants always stink 'cause they stink.
Well done, Chris is the best. Well done, Chris. Thank you for. Did you ever think about taking trying out for like chorus or singing lessons?
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think about this Pro Bowl?
It's just a whole bunch of little kids having fun, playing flag football.
That's basically what it is.
I said that earlier, and that's pretty much, that sums it up pretty much.
That's basically.
There's no flag. It's like refs aren't even doing anything. They're just there to look at the game, pretty much.
Yeah, and,
there's no flag.
The whole stadium's empty.
Yeah, it probably. Yeah, isn't it raining out there?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's always raining in the Pro Bowl. That's why nobody likes it.
Good point.
Which is the worst time to host it. The Pro Bowl isn't really that important, honestly. It's just a normal game. It's like almost like a game that you can play in the street, pretty much. Pretty much what it is.
Yeah, exactly, my man. But anything? By the way, good fellow, of course, my man. Thank you for tuning in. But anything else you want to say, my man?
Yeah. I don't know. Patriots for Life is trash. Also the entertainer talking sports. A really good Italian pimp / Dolphin advocate / Dolphin sex trafficker.
Oh God, yeah. Chris is the man. I love Chris. I love this kid. He's the best. But
you gotta move to Miami. That's the place to be if you like Dolphins.
I know. I'm strongly considering moving to Miami for the Dolphin population.
Yeah.
I'm strongly considering it. I'm big into the aquatic life, but I'm gonna let you go, Chris, because I'm sure I got a couple other people calling in. Thank you for being a part of the channel.
Yeah, safe out there. Don't get jumped by a whole bunch of mobsters and stuff like that.
All right, my man.
Sub and like.
I appreciate that. Yes, anybody that is new to the channel, please hit that like, please hit the subscribe, ring the bell. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream. Move to Miami, Chris, where there are plenty of Dolphins. And Big Blue, I might do that. Oh, man, you guys are the best. All right, next caller. You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, Joe, give me a question.
I'm sorry?
Hey, Joe, give me a question with you.
All right. What's up, man? What's your question, Jerko?
How you doing?
What's going on, man?
Man, so you've been watching the game?
Yeah, it's horrible. I mean, it's 29. Who is this, by the way?
It's Bavit.
Oh, but that's what I thought it was. I wasn't 100% sure. Yeah, I mean, this game, I'm going to try to say it right. Bavith.
Yeah.
Okay, this game, Bavith, this is the worst Pro Bowl I've ever watched. And that's hard because the Pro Bowls are horrible. The NFC has not scored yet. I mean, it's that bad.
Really?
Yeah, there's 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The NFC is scoreless.
Yeah. So Saquon even get any touches?
I don't even know the stats. Because I've been taking on a calls. Saquon hasn't done anything of note. I mean, he had one run I saw for about 10 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So what are you guys talking right now? I just to be honest with you, heard about Dolphins.
No, we're just it's just general sports questions, like I always try to do in the show. People just calling in, talking about whatever they want to talk about, whether it be the Giants, the Jets, baseball, whatever, basketball, whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, no.
And the NFC just scored. Hallelujah! As Hooper, the tight end from the Falcons, caught a touchdown from Prescott. So it's 20-6, 9 minutes to go in the fourth.
All right. So I must ask you, what is this Dolphin sex? Apparently I wasn't in the stream about the Dolphin sex. What is that?
Okay, yeah. No, I did a stream on. I think it was on Bad Dog's channel. It was on Bad. I think it was like a basketball stream, and we were talking before the game. And I don't know why Dolphins came up. I think Bad Dog. I don't remember how Dolphins came up, but they came up. And then I brought up the topic, and nobody seemed to know it. 770 continues to call in, and he will continue to waste his phone bill. So keep calling in 770. Keep being a moron, and I'll keep blocking you. But
being a jerk off.
Yeah, keep being a jerk off. But what was I gonna say? Oh God, he keeps throwing me off. What was I just talking about?
Yeah, I forgot.
I can't remember.
I was talking about Dolphin sex.
Dolphins. Yeah, how it happened. Yeah, it was on Bad Dog's channel. And somehow the topic of either Dolphins or it came up in some way, shape, or form. And I said that, I brought up the topic of dolphin rape caves, and nobody knew about it. Have you heard of dolphin rape caves?
No.
All right, do me a favor. Look it up on Google when you get a chance. I'm shocked that nobody's heard about this. Basically, what dolphins are they are the only animal in the world, other than human beings, who actually have sex for pleasure. And I don't know the statistic, but there's a certain amount of human beings every year that die from drowning because dolphins rape them. This is a true story. I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
It's a true story. I don't make it up, my man.
I don't know, Chris. You sound a little bit too interested in this topic. What you been doing after school? Alright, man. That's enough for me. I'm gonna go look up some rape caves. So, have a good one.
Yeah. Please look up the rape caves, and thank you for tuning into my videos, my streams. You're the best.
Alright, thank you, man.
Alright, my man. What's going on, vodka drinker? Thank you for tuning in the stream. Kristen says, "What the blank?" No one was. I was leaving, but he was leaving, but he just got drawn back in. Sperm, so I'll open it up for you guys to call back in at 5:30. It's 5:11. I want to give first-time callers a chance. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Well, it's about time you took my call, jerk off. I've been trying to get through for like 5 times.
Is Bad Dog?
This is.
Mr. Bad Dog is on the channel, and he just called me a jerk off. What's up, jerk off?
Just living the dream. I'm watching Toy Story. It's much more entertaining than the Pro Bowl is.
Yeah. Which one? Toy Story 1, 2, or 3?
It's part 2. My kid loves part 2. I don't know why he likes that one the most, but he loves it. He'll just sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
So anyway, Kyler Murray. I wanted to put that out there, and no, in all seriousness, I heard a few people calling in talking about the Giants. Who should we draft? Should it be the best player on the board? This is the only thing about the quarterback situation. And again, you know me, I'm a Murray guy, you're a Haskins guy, but whatever.
Right.
I think we have to draft a quarterback this year because if we go into trying to draft a quarterback next year, it means we're picking top 10 again. You're not going to get top-tier quarterbacks picking 15th or 16th in the draft unless you trade up and give up a boatload of picks. So, see, to me, I think this year is the year that we have to do it. I mean, we have to make this leap because also next year we're left empty. With no Eli Manning, we would have to sign a free agent quarterback and then draft one on top of it. I don't really like doing that either.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, and by the way, I hope 770, and I know it's Patriots Flight, is listening. Mr. Bad Dog has now blocked you. I hope you continue to talk, so every time I say your name and a YouTuber is here, they will block you from their channel. So thank you for calling in. But but as far as I don't disagree with you with the quarterback position. But I don't want them to force it, though. I don't want them to force it.
No, I'm with you. I don't want them to force it either. So maybe we can trade back. Like I just don't know what. I don't know what the solution is, but I just feel like we have to do it this year. That's the whole thing. But I'm not. It's just like I said. I don't want to be picking 6th again next year. I'm sick of losing.
Oh, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
I was watching the Super Bowl 46 highlights, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, is it corny that I still get choked up watching these guys win a Super Bowl? It's been so damn long, and I'm so sick of losing.
Well, I mean, the last 2 years in particular have just been beyond brutal.
They've been freaking horrible. So I just wanted to call in and say that.
But let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this though. I'm gonna. Do you think for next year's team, and when you say you're sick of losing, and I agree, you're not thinking about 1 year when you're taking a quarterback. But if you're sick of losing for next year's team, I actually think not taking the quarterback would be just for next year's team. I think they'd have a better team next year if they didn't take a quarterback.
Oh, you think so? Oh, for this, you mean 2019?
Just for 1 year.
I agree. They probably wouldn't because the quarterback's not going to make a big impact next year. That's the whole thing. But a Josh Allen, a Farrell, or Montez Sweat, any of those defensive guys could definitely make an immediate impact because they would start right away, whereas our quarterback wouldn't. So I completely agree with you there. My kid just found the Cheetos in the bag and pulled them out of the grocery bag because he knows what those are. It's actually pretty funny. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you got a lot of callers, so I just wanted to call in with the quarterback thing. 770 is a jerk off, and
if anybody who's not subbed up this man, Mr. Bad Dog 7676, love his channel. We work together all the time. Please sub him up.
All right. So one last thing before I go, Chris. Yeah. I hope 770 gets raped by a dolphin, and I'll leave it at that. Have a good one, buddy.
Right,
take it easy. Bye-bye.
All right. What's going on? You're on live with the entertainer. Thank you. You just hung up. We need Douglas to call in. Yeah, that's it. Saquon and Zeke was playing defense. On the last play you're talking about. 6:40 to go, and the NFC's doing something funny here. What's going on? You're on live with the entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Chris, how's it going, bro?
What's going on? I just want to say before you talk, we're going to talk. SportsFan87, thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you for being a new subscriber. Thank you to everybody who's a subscriber of mine. What's going on, my man?
How's it going? Another day?
Another day, another dollar. I'm sorry, who is this? I don't recognize the...
This is G-Man 409.
G-Man 409. Love G-Man 409. What's up, my man?
I was just hearing you and Bad Dog talking. I was thinking, for the everybody's like kind of, that Daniel Jones guy out of Duke.
I like him.
He might be a good pickup for him. He got that Eli Manning. He's got that Manning breed with him. That coach, what is it, Sutcliffe?
Yeah, well, Sutcliffe also coached his brother. He coached Peyton and Eli. He's coached 6 quarterbacks that have played in the NFL. I don't like Daniel Jones 6th overall. That's the only thing I'll say. But if you
no.
Yeah.
I was thinking, maybe in the 2nd round we can probably pick him up. You know what I mean?
It's not a bad idea. Or potentially trade down in the 1st round and grab him in like 17th, 18th overall.
Because I keep seeing all these mock drafts and they're giving us either Haskins, but I mean, if we can hold off and get like a rusher, maybe in the first round, in the 2nd round, get like a Jones or a Lock, that might work out for us too.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I mean, some people have brought that up. As you know, I usually say if you're going to take a quarterback, take him in the 1st. But if they don't love Haskins and they don't love Murray, they might say to themselves, we're going to get better value in the 2nd round, and we like Daniel Jones, and we like Locke, we like these other guys, and we'll be able to get them in the 2nd. Let's get an impact player in the 1st. We could take the quarterback in the 2nd. It's not a horrible idea, and then you're paying that quarterback pennies on the dollar compared to what you would pay a quarterback you took 6th overall. It's not the worst idea in the world. But the only thing I'll say is you don't want to waste a 2nd round pick either. So, you know what I'm saying? So, if you don't, like what we did this year with Loletta, I don't want to do that again. We wasted a 4th round pick. I know it's 4th and 2nd, big difference.
We wasted that like 2 years in a row almost, and then when we got Davis Webb also, that was a waste.
Yeah, we took Webb in the 3rd round. So, I mean, we wasted a 3rd and a 4th round pick on quarterbacks who were never going to play as New York Giants.
But, yeah, that's the wasting picks, so that's very true.
But I'm with you on Daniel. I right now, and I got to wait until the draft, before to the combine rather, but right now I have Daniel Jones ranked 3rd at the quarterback position, and I'm leaning 2nd because I'm not in love with Murray. I'm leaning 2nd.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Senior Bowl, but I was just like reading on ESPN. They say he did real good.
Yeah, I mean,
he is. Senior Bowl.
You can't go by his numbers. You can't go by his numbers because of where he plays. He plays at Duke. They don't have the best talent. Yeah. They're going up against much more talented teams. But the things I love about the guy, I love his size. He's 6'5", 235. He's got a good arm. He plays in a pro style. He plays in a pro style offense. He plays in the same system Eli and Peyton did. So he is going to come in and be more pro ready than anybody else in this draft.
They're well coached, and then Pat Shermer's supposed to be the quarterback guru. You see what he did with what was his name, Keenum, for that 1 year. Maybe he can help him out there too a little bit.
It's a good point. With Pat too. Yeah, I don't hate the Daniel Jones idea in the 2nd round or late 1st if you trade down or something, but I can't take him 6th overall though. But
not.
I'm a fan of Jones. I think Jones could be a good quarterback.
You sure? Yeah, he might be.
Yeah.
What else do I want to tell you? When your offensive line video you say you're making, when's that coming out? Is there any good free agents, offensive linemen?
Yeah,
that you think that we could
grab? The one I like, and I don't want to give everything away, but there's an offensive lineman from the Panthers. I think it's off the top of my head. I think it's Darrell Williams. It's Darrell something. I think it's.
I heard something about he's a Gettleman guy, right?
Yeah, Gettleman drafted him in the 4th round in 2015, and he got hurt this year. He only played, I think, either 1, 2, or 3 games. He didn't play a lot of games this year. He got hurt. but he's graded as the best offensive lineman on that team, and I would like him.
Yeah.
And I think he makes sense because Gettleman obviously likes the guy, and they say he's going to cost around $10 million a season if the Giants sign him. That's probably the guy that I think makes the most sense for the Giants if they go that route.
That sounds good. I'm gonna have to look into that one. Well, I'll just call and check in with you, buddy. Give you a shout out.
All right, my man. Thank you so much for calling in, brother, and thank you for being a great subscriber.
All right, my man. I'll take it easy.
You got it, buddy. All right, so it's 27. We got 6 minutes to go, and as Sexy Goat says, Dak attack. Dak is throwing and glowing as he hits Thielen there for a first down. 5:45 to go as the NFC tries to get back in this one. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in. And I don't mean to interrupt you. Sports fan, anybody could call in. Please call in. But go ahead.
It's Chris Senor here again. I have a message for Patriots for Life.
All right, yeah, I don't mean to, you know I love you, Chris, but I want to give everybody a chance, but I'll let you go do it real quick. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell Engraven Vids that he's gonna to ban you, and that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I know he likes Engraven Vids, but that's all I'm gonna say. Patriots for Life. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Patriots for Life. Patriots for Life is enemy number one. What'd you say?
Yeah. He's a mother-father jerk-off. That's all I want to say.
All right, Chris. Thank you so much. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you so much for calling in. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hey.
Hey, who's this?
Hello?
Hello, who is this?
This is...
Hello? All right, you call back if you want. If you're not talking, I got to hang up and move on to the next caller. Sorry, Chris, I had to say. I think you just called me. Who is this? All right, they hung up again. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Oh, hey, I'm a huge fan of your stuff. This is Dylan.
Dylan, thank you so much for calling in, buddy. What's up?
Nothing much. I'm just watching this disaster over Pro Bowl.
Oh my God! It's just another interception there. Miami Dolphin Howard there picked it off. His AFC's going to win it now, up 20-7.
Yeah, this is embarrassing.
I mean, I was glad to see Dak throw a pick, but.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the best part for me was when Austin Hooper made a touchdown because he's on our team and all, my team.
Oh, you're a Falcons fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think your Falcons are going to do next year? You guys have some players back. You had a lot of injuries this year.
Yeah. I think if we draft the right players and all, I think we can make the playoffs.
Yeah, you guys play in a really tough division. The NFC South. I mean, I know the Panthers had a down year, and the Panthers won't be that good next year. Newton, they say, is going to miss all next year, right?
Oh, that's what I heard. That.
Yeah.
I'm not praying for that, but if it happens, I think we have a good chance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure he's missing next year. And obviously the Saints you got to worry about, but yeah, you guys definitely have a shot to at least get a wild card next year. You guys have a lot of talent. You had a lot of injuries this year.
Yeah, I think we're really going to do good, and I think the division this next year is going to be really close.
So, by the way, Patriots for Life. Anybody that's not, he continues to call in. He is very persistent, and I will never answer him. So 770. I don't even care if it's not him. Anytime I get a call from a 770 number, it will not be answered for the rest of the time I am on YouTube. And soon I'll have the phone system, so I won't have to even look at the number. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
But yeah, it's going to be close now. How do you think your Giants is going to do in the next few years?
I think the Giants. A lot depends on this year's draft. It really does. They could go one of two ways. They could take the quarterback. If they take the quarterback, which a lot of people want them to do, and it makes sense if they like one, I don't expect them to do much next year. Because how can you with a rookie quarterback? I know the Cowboys went 13-3 a couple of years ago with Dak as their rookie, but it's very rare that a rookie quarterback, and the Cowboys obviously had an unbelievable foundation. They had that all-world offensive line. Zeke was great, but I don't expect them to win next year if they go with the quarterback. If they don't go with the quarterback and they take an impact defensive player and Eli comes back as the starter next year, you bring in some key free agent acquisitions, you draft well. With the softer schedule, there's no reason to think the Giants can't make the playoffs. I'm not saying they will, but they definitely are in contention, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too. Who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl next year?
This year I'm picking the Pats, but next it's too early for me to say that. I can't give you a reasonable answer there because I don't know the rosters yet. I don't know who's going to draft who. I don't know who's signing who in free agency. I mean, of course, you're always going to have your usual suspects. The Patriots are going to be in contention. The Chiefs will be in contention. The Bears will probably be in contention with that defense. The NFC East, who knows the way that's playing out right now. The Rams, obviously, they'll be in contention. The Saints will be in contention. But I can't give you a definitive answer until I see free agency breakdown. What about you?
Well, in my biased opinion, I think the Falcons.
You never know. I mean, you guys went to the Super Bowl, 3 years ago? So,
yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, never know. We might make it. We might win it.
You never know. I mean, you guys definitely have talent. You just got to stay healthy, and your defense has to get a little better too. But I mean, Matt Ryan showed he's still great. He still had a great year this year. Julio Jones is great. Obviously, the running back there, Freeman, got hurt this year. That was a big hurt to your offense. We'll see going forward. We'll see. It's always interesting every year. Somebody surprises. You know, the Rams last year surprised the hell out of me. I didn't think they'd be good. They were the best team, one of the best teams in the NFC.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you go. I'm going to try to take another call, but thank you so much for being a great subscriber. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, well, bye. And I love your video.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Later. Whitney says, why does it take so long during the NFL draft? Can anyone answer that? They draft like one every 3 hours. Yeah, well, Whitney, part of the reason... Thane, thank you. Well, I know you've subbed, Thane. Thank you so much. You're on all my streams. I would hope you've subbed by now. The part of the reason why it takes so long to make draft selections is because they're talking potential trades, and part of the reason probably is ratings. But yeah, a lot of times teams are talking to other teams, trying to make trades, and obviously they don't all happen, but most teams are always trying to move up or down in the draft, trying to get value where they can. So that's probably why a lot of the time it takes a long time. Plus, the NFL likes to make money. They like to drag out the draft. No, it's not my personal number. Very cool, Skull. Congratulations. Anybody who wants to call in, I'm going to be taking second-time callers in about 5 minutes. And what's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
What's up?
What's going on? Who's this?
William Horseman. You said call back 5:30, and it's like...
All right, I'll tell you. That's all right. You can go ahead. What's up, man?
I went into, what Philly 500 did was hilarious.
Oh, when he called in? Yeah, he's the man. Philly 500 is the man. I love Philly 500.
Who do you think played the best, in the top 3 or 4 rookie quarterbacks this year?
I mean, Baker Mayfield was the best by far. If you're asking me who was second, just for this year. I mean, I think Darnold's going to be the second best, but just for this year, when you factor in his cast, I would actually say Allen. Well, no. Well, of the big four, I would say Allen was second. Of the big four, I would say Allen just for this year. Rosen was certainly less. Lamar Jackson, you could argue was second best, but I don't put him in that class because I'm still not a fan of Lamar Jackson. He can't throw.
You wouldn't. Because he can't throw 10 yards down the field.
Yeah, I don't see him as a long-term. I don't see him as a long-term answer at quarterback.
He wouldn't. No, I agree with you.
But anything else you got to talk about?
I just want to give a shout out to Jet Central.
Oh, you're a Jets fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jet Central is the best. I mean, I love his channel. If anybody is not subscribed to him, please do so. I love working with that guy. Very humble guy, great YouTuber. Everything he does is great. That mock draft video he did today was phenomenal.
Yes, it was. I watched it also.
Yeah, I'm going to have one of those up. Hopefully, I don't want to guarantee it because I have a lot of videos I want to put out in the next tonight and tomorrow. Probably won't release anything till tomorrow because I'm probably going to be tired after this, but we'll see. I might get one up, the draft preview video of Kyler Murray, but I want to get that. I'm going to have my mock draft video up very soon, whether it be tomorrow, whether it be Tuesday, whether it be Wednesday, so be sure to look out for that.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Quest the Entertainer.
I appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much for being a subscriber, and thank you. Thank you for calling in. Colby, I'm gonna be on. I'll probably be on till like 6, maybe a little after 6. Second time callers, I'll take a few of you guys if you want. Entertainer does. Yeah, I'm not answering him anymore, Sperm Cell. I'm hitting hang up every time he calls in. If he calls in again, you know what? I'll answer him if he calls in again, and I'll rip him. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainer. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yo, Chris, you want to know how fat Andy Reid's wife is?
Oh, what's up, Bobby? What's going on? How fat is she?
Andy Reid's wife is so fat that she uses a mattress for a tampon.
That's pretty fat, Bobby. That is pretty fat. I tell you, Bobby, you got to start your own YouTube channel.
Andy Reid is so fat that he has to take selfies with Google Earth.
He has to what?
He has to take his selfies with Google Earth.
Oh, God. And the AFC just scored a touchdown there. Jalen Ramsey with a catch on offense. 26-7 AFC.
Bobby out.
Bobby, thank you so much for always bringing humor to my chats. Thank you for being a great subscriber.
No problem, bud.
All right, man. Sean Rock says he loves his fat people. Yeah, that's the thing. He likes to. He comes up with those Andy Reid jokes. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on? Who's this?
It's Detonator.
Oh, what's up, man? What do you want to talk about?
So, obviously, your pick is the Patriots, but you really want the Rams to win the Super Bowl, right?
Correct.
All right. So, how does one bet in this situation? Like if you were to bet, would you be happy if the Rams start winning, but at the same time be like, I just wasted $100 on this bet?
Well, I'm not a big bettor. I don't bet.
I know. I'm just saying, in general.
But if I was to bet on the game, well, I don't even know what the spread is. Do you know what the spread is?
No. I just know that it was a 1-point favor for the Rams.
The Rams are actually favored. Wow, I'm surprised. I would definitely bet the Patriots then.
Yeah. I mean, I would too, but at the same time, being a Jet fan, it's gonna pain me. That's why I just never bet. I know I'm 18, I can, but I just never do it because
I wouldn't bet. As a Jet fan, I wouldn't bet on a game where the Patriots play because you're either gonna, if the Patriots win and you bet them, yeah, you'll be happy, but if they lose, you know what I'm saying? You can't win there. I stay away from betting. It's not a good vice to have, in my opinion. I mean, I do the fantasy football, but I don't bet the games. I try not to bet the games.
Right. Now, are you a big Kyler Murray fan?
No, I'm not. No.
So your favorite in the draft would be Haskins?
Yeah, I'd have Haskins 1. Right now, I'd have Murray 2. Again, I got to see the combine and everything, but right now, I'd have Murray 2. But I'm starting to lean Daniel Jones. I like Daniel Jones. He's starting to creep up my list. Yeah, I like Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that's it's going to be a nice one for quarterbacks. Again, like last year, not as much, but it's going to be a little nice year. At least 3 of them are going to go in the first round.
Yeah, well, I think 4. I think there's going to be 4. I think Locke will go in the first round too.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see, my man. We'll see.
Yeah, and can I just say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Stand up, New York Jet fans. All right, take care.
Thank you for calling.
Have a good one.
You too, my man.
Bye.
Yeah, Russell Johnson, quarterback for Duke. And 770, do me a favor, call in again. I will answer. Go ahead and call. 770. Go ahead and call. Chris, I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel, Chris. Do you go on YouTube? Do you make video? 770 is calling in. Go ahead. What's going on?
Y'all keep talking trash, making my number out, and I'm trying to get unblocked. I'm trying to find whatever way to get unblocked.
I didn't give you a number out. I just said 770. and you're a disgrace to my channel. All you do is prank call. You call when I tell you not to. You kick people out of the chat when I tell you not to. I don't want you on my channel. You go on somebody else's channel, ruin theirs. I don't want you on my channel. Okay, that's what he did. He called in. This moron just called in to choke. What, was that even a prank call? Was that even a prank call? What a disgrace. He hung up. I would have let him have it. Yeah, he's having a stroke. He's having a stroke. He smelled one of your shards. Oh, God. What's going on? You're live with the entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, entertainer, my man. How you
my
doing,
man, Chris Columbus. What's up, brother?
How you doing, man? Hey, what's good with that cat calling in, man?
Oh my God, this guy, Patch for Life, man. You know that guy. He's an imbecile.
Sorry you got to go through there, man. But yeah, I saw you dishing it out to him. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm sick. Do you mind? I don't know what's going on. You're coming in very muffled. Hello? Chris, I'm sorry. I couldn't even hear you. It was coming in very muffled. I don't know if there was something wrong with your phone. The chat couldn't hear you either. It was coming in very muffled. So, if you want to try to call back in, I will answer you. But I don't know what that was. Caesar says, "Rest in peace, my ears." What's going on? You're on live with the entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Chris, how you doing? It's Mark Israel.
Mark Israel, the guy called the jerk off. I apologize again. What's going on, my man?
Yeah, no. First of all, that's one of the reasons why I'm calling, is because I wanted to apologize to you, because I didn't realize, when you got somebody on and somebody's trying to call in, I didn't realize how much of a nuisance it was. So I apologize for that.
No worries, man. No worries. I know you're a great caller. You bring a lot to my channel. Nothing to be upset about. I got frustrated. Not your fault.
Now, first of all, I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh, okay. I'd like to hear this. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm a little upset with you because because of you, I am now starting to follow the Giants.
Well, that is a huge compliment. So I'm sorry that I'm making you follow the Giants, but I appreciate that you are. I appreciate that you're checking out my channel, even though you're a Jets fan. It means a lot.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's what I'm so upset about. I mean, I've been a diehard Jet fan for since 1976, so I figure, one lousy team is enough. So.
Well,
but anyway.
maybe I'll be able to convert you.
I don't think that'll ever happen. But no, honestly, I seriously am starting to follow the Giants. I'm taking an interest in them. So,
I appreciate that, man.
It's all due to you.
That's a huge compliment, man. So I really appreciate that. I get that every once in a while. Somebody will. I have a subscriber from. I always say England, but I think it's England. Stephen Lilly, and he said he's never watched basketball in his life, but now he's going to follow the Knicks because of my. It's a huge compliment when anybody ever says anything like that, and especially coming from a Jet fan. That's incredible. So, thank you very much.
Well, like I said, I owe it all to you. Just another thing I just wanted to put out there. I mean, I don't know if you saw JC's last video of his mock draft. Did you take a look at it?
Oh, yeah. I saw the first, I want to say 11 picks, and then I had to go. But great. I mean, his videos are all phenomenal. I disagree with his selection of the Giants, but it was a really good video.
What was his selection for the Giants?
It was Reisner, the offensive lineman.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, I mean, I tend to agree with what he says, and obviously I just want to bring up the number 3 pick, the Jets pick.
Yeah.
That, he and a lot of other analysis and guys like Kuiper and, those types, mostly is saying that the Jets are looking for, what's his name, Quinnen Williams?
Yeah, I like Quinnen Williams a lot.
I mean, yeah, look, who doesn't? I mean, the guy, for all I know, he could go number 1 overall. But for me, for the Jets, I don't I know everybody's looking for that sexy pick, so to speak, but to me, it's got to be O-line for the Jets.
So you'd be leaning Jonah Williams?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I always say you guys just took the way I always say with young talented quarterbacks that you take as a top 5 pick. You just bought yourself a Ferrari. Now you need the insurance, and without an offensive line, you don't have insurance. And yeah, I mean, if they don't take an offensive lineman in the first round, they certainly need to use most of that cap space on fixing that O-line, because the Jets O-line is not good. And with a young quarterback like that, you saw what happened to Andrew Luck. I mean, the Colts never supported him with an O-line until, obviously this year, and he got hurt. So you want to keep Darnold on his feet. So I agree with you. I wouldn't, if I'm a Jet fan, I would not be upset at all if they took an offensive lineman with the 3rd overall pick.
Well, every day I pray to the football gods that the Jets are going to do the right thing here, but that usually doesn't happen. So.
I mean, I don't think you could go wrong with that pick, though. I really don't, because you guys definitely could use a pass rusher too.
Absolutely. Look, I'm not saying I don't want Quinnen Williams. Yeah. I mean, I would love him to be on the line, especially put him next to Leonard Williams. I think that would be they'd be a great tandem. But like when we've spoken before on about O-lines. I mean, that's the foundation. So they got to fix it.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. And the problem with your draft this year is you don't have a 2nd round pick. So if the Jets feel like they can't improve their offensive line dramatically in free agency, they almost have to take an offensive line with that pick.
Yes, I agree with you.
So it's an interesting dilemma the Jets have there, because obviously they don't have the 2nd round pick.
One last thing before I hang up. What do you think of this new lefty that the Mets signed? What's his name? Wilson?
Yeah, great pickup by the Mets. Now, he's not otherworldly, but he had about I want to say about a 3.8 ERA last year, 3.5 maybe. He's good against lefties, and the Mets desperately needed a lefty. They got him at an affordable rate. I think it was 2 years, $10 million, and it was a good pickup. I think the Mets. I really like what the Mets have done this offseason, but I still think they need one more big move. Maybe not. I'm not saying like a Bryce Harper type move, but I think they could not. I shouldn't even say a big move, but another move. Whether it be bringing Blevins back to lengthen that bullpen, add another lefty arm in there. Whether it be adding Gio Gonzalez, who's just coming off a pretty down year. He threw about a 4 ERA. He would lengthen the rotation. You'd probably get him at a pretty reasonable rate considering his age and that he's coming off a down year. So there's a couple of ways the Mets could go, but I think they need to add one more pretty good piece before the offseason.
Let me ask you this, because I haven't been paying much attention. Is Vargas still in the rotation as of right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess as of now, yeah, he'd probably be the fit starter, and he's making, I think, $8 million a year, if I'm not mistaken. So I think they're going to give Vargas a chance for sure in spring training because of what he makes. But he was so bad last year.
Oh, he's a disaster. That's why I asked. I wasn't sure if he was still around, but
yeah, he's got one more year.
All right.
But
buddy.
If they get a guy like a Gonzalez, say they're able to get, I don't know what the contract he's going to get, but say they're able to get a Gonzalez for 1 year, $10 million or $12 million on a prove-it deal, and he pitches well, and then whatever. They may say, all right, let's put Vargas in the bullpen, give him a shot. They're definitely going to give him a chance, making $8 million, but we'll see where they go. I think they need one more arm, whether it be in the bullpen or the rotation.
Right. Before I hang up, when do you think, what are you going to be doing, the call-ins, like a couple times a week, or?
Yeah, well, I plan on doing it every Monday for sure, because that's the day I'm off. I'm off Sundays and Mondays, and I did it today because somebody suggested, because the Pro Bowl, I guess nobody wants to watch it, so it's something to do. So I'm probably going to have it again tomorrow, because I want to get a routine going every Monday. And I'll probably have a call-in show every Monday, and then maybe alternating Fridays, Saturdays, whatever my schedule permits. The Friday-Saturday show is going to be shorter because I work nights. I don't get home until about 9:20. But I'll probably have a call-in show for like an hour and a half on Fridays and Saturdays, and then like a 3-hour show on Mondays.
All right. Well, if that's the case, I'll probably be speaking to you tomorrow.
All right, buddy, man. Thank you for being a great subscriber. You're one of my best callers. I always appreciate when you call in.
You got it, buddy. Take it easy.
All right, man. Have a good one. And Patriot for Life is Patriot for Life. This is gonna be the last time I answer you, but you can go. And he hung up. All right. Next on the line, what's going on? Thank you for calling in.
What's going on, entertainer? I'm back.
Is this Philly, right?
Who?
Oh, I thought it was Philly 500. I'm sorry. Who is this? Oh no, this is Sperm Cell. This is Sperm Cell. Yeah. What's up? I still gotta learn the numbers. I'm still trying to learn the numbers. What's going on, my man?
What's going on? So, I just want to talk about this whole Patriots for Life 770 stuff because he's being a real,
Yeah, there's not much to talk
douchebag.
about. He's just a guy that's looking for attention on the internet.
Well, I mean, when he called you and told me I give his number away, I think he's mad because I got really annoyed, so I put his number out in the chat.
Yeah. How did you get his number? Is it popping up on the screen?
No, one time I unwisely decided to put my phone number in Bad Dog's chat, and I guess he got a hold of it.
Oh, I see. And then he called you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely his number, 770 whatever. But, yeah.
Yeah, 770-256-9647.
Sperm Cell, man. So anything else you want to talk about?
Tell Sexy Goat to call in.
Sexy Goat, yeah.
And
Sexy
Last
Goat.
Jedi. Last Jedi is saying that her voice is, like, not ugly or whatever. Tell her to call in.
Yeah, Last Jedi. We could use a female caller. We've only had one today. She's a great subscriber. I want to hear Last Jedi. I want to hear Sexy Goat. Please call in. Please call in. You guys are great subscribers.
Yeah.
Chuck Sharks, call in. Love to talk to all you guys.
And I'm going to say this, and Bobby knows I don't hate him, Bobby Woodruff, but his voice reminds me of a character from Family Guy.
It does. Bobby is the one caller I know. When he calls, I know it's Bobby. He has a very distinct voice. But Bobby's a fun guy. He's a great guy. But yeah, man, thank you for calling in. And yeah, hopefully we could get Last Jedi to call in. Hopefully we could get Enzo to call. Well, Enzo's called him before. Christopher Columbus could call back in if he wants. He just had the muffled phone there. Sexy Goat, whoever wants to call in. But thank you so much for being a part of my channel, my man.
Yeah. And I got one more thing to say, and it was earlier, I was the one that had the call that played the "Hey, jerk off, go ahead and talk." And I won't lie, I spent about 5 minutes laughing about it.
Yeah, that's a guy that made me laugh. That's one thing I'll try never to say again on YouTube. But I just got that upset last week.
I want to try and find a way to make that like every time I get a text and make the sound. I want that to be the sound.
One thing I want to work on that I tried doing it through OBS. I can't figure it out. I want to make like a compilation of like my funniest moments and make a video out of it. Like, all my live streams, like a 10-minute video, whatever. But I don't know if anybody could help me out with that, but I would love to do that.
Please. Have you seen William Watson? He made 2 rage compilations of Bad Dog.
I did. Yeah, those are great. Those are fantastic.
But, all right, well, I'll let you go.
Yeah, I'm going to let you go because I'm sure somebody else wants to call in. But thank you so much for calling in.
All right.
Bobby Wood with Sperm Cell. They just say I sound like Jerry Lewis. All right, but Patriots for Life. I got my my arrow on the hang up, but this is the last time I'm gonna answer one of your calls. But go ahead.
I want to know, why am I still blocked?
What?
Why am I still blocked?
You're blocked because you don't help my channel. You heard it. Yeah, you're only about attention and being stupid. I don't appreciate it.
I tried to. Christopher Columbus antagonized me.
He didn't. I saw the chat. I looked afterwards. He didn't antagonize you. But I'll talk to you later. All right. What's going on? You're on live with the entertainer. Thank you so much for calling in.
Entertainers motivated by success.
Motivated by success. Love motivated by success. Big Nick fan. What's going on, man?
Man, I just called in to see if you saw that Jamal Adams interception.
I did, and he had a sack too. He played great, and he had a sack 4 days ago.
Yes, sir. And I called up to thank you for not drafting Darnold again.
I'm happy with who we got.
I'm messing with you. You got a good
man. You should be happy too.
You got a great pick out of it anyway.
Yeah, I think you guys should be happy too. I think the Jets should be thrilled. I mean, I think Darnold's gonna be good for you guys, but I think Barkley's going to work I think it's going to work out for both teams. I really do. But I know you're a big Knicks fan. What do you want to see the Knicks do going forward? Like, I know this year's a wash, but like in terms of like the draft, free agent, like let's say the Knicks get the second pick, because obviously I have the first pick. I think you're going to say Zion Williamson. If they had the second pick, who would you take? If Zion's off the board,
I'll be happy with any 3 players from Duke.
So you would be happy with Reddish or
Reddish or Cam, or I wouldn't mind
Morant.
What's that? Morant, yeah, that point guard
from Murray State. Yeah, any one of those. I agree with you. I'd have Reddish 4th, but yeah, I'd be happy with any of them. I mean, all of them are going to be impact players.
And we honestly got a good chance at being top 3 pick.
We're gonna be. I'd be shocked if we're not. So they're gonna get an impact player in this year's draft. I think they'll sign.
We definitely need a guard. Definitely need a guard.
Yeah, well,
because even though we're full with guards, we don't have for sure guards. You know what I mean? Like we definitely know KP's the future. Mitchell Robinson probably at center.
I don't know if I'm convinced. I mean, I think Mitchell Robinson will be.
I'm not convinced with Mitchell. I'm hopeful, but honestly, I don't think, even though Moutier probably will win Most Improved or something like that, I don't think he's the for sure answer for the future. I don't think any of our point guards are.
The only guy that I know for a fact is going to be an impact player in the future on this team is Porzingis.
Trier.
And probably Knox. I think Trier could be a good guy off the bench.
Yeah. I think he'll be a good
and I think Dotson. I think Dotson could be a good guy off the bench. But I don't think they have the only definite for sure starter on a championship caliber
team
is KP, and Knox is close, but I wouldn't say he's there yet. And we got to see what they do in the draft and free agency. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a really fun offseason for the Knicks.
Mm-hmm. Tonight we play Miami.
Yeah, hopefully they get a loss at this point.
You going to be streaming?
What time's that game?
7:30.
Maybe I will. I got to see what I got planned. I might be going out for dinner, but if I'm not, maybe I will. I might. I don't want to guarantee it, but maybe I will do that game.
I know other people want to call in, just came to show love, and make sure you crack a beer open at 7:30 if you're streaming.
All right, brother. Thank you for showing love to my channel. Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go Knicks. Kevo Kevorkian says, sub up that man, Kevo. Kevo is from New York. I think he's from Queens, if I'm not mistaken. He's a Cowboy fan. You got to forgive him for that. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, man.
What's going on? Who's this?
This is Bradley.
Bradley. What's up, Bradley? So, who's your team?
Let me think.
I'm sorry?
Let me think.
You said the Saints?
The Saints.
Okay, so you're obviously not happy with this outcome of the Super Bowl. What's up?
Yeah, because I was watching the game, and I don't know what the deal of the drop the ball.
Right. Oh, you're talking
about...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
But real quick, I got a question for you. Who do you like in the Super Bowl?
Not Tom Brady.
You taking Brady? You taking the Patriots?
I don't like Tom Brady.
Oh, you don't like Tom Brady? Well, yeah, most people don't, but he's a great player.
Yeah.
But
so are you?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was saying is I hope the NFL wins the game.
You mean the NFC? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm rooting for the Rams. But anything else you want to say? Because I got some callers calling in.
All right, I'll let you go, man.
All right, but I just want to say thank you for calling in. Thank you for being a really good subscriber.
All right, dude. Bye.
All right, my man. Hello, you're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you so much for calling in.
Hey, what's going on, Chris?
What's going on? Who's this?
This is Michael Capone. I jump in a little bit.
Yeah. I know. I recognize. I think you're a Jet fan, right?
Yeah, I am.
You know what I've
first off,
recognized from doing these call-ins? I've recognized I get a lot of calls from Jet fans, and some of my best callers are Jet fans. So I'm like really thankful that JC, exposed me to the Jet community, because some of the best people, most knowledgeable people that call in are Jets fans.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, JC is an awesome guy.
Oh,
awesome
JC's the best.
Super happy I found your channel, man. I just want to ask you a couple Jets questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I know that you weren't really huge on Gase when he first came. Did he change your mind at all? Thinking about it?
I'll be the first to say, Jets. I think I said this last time. I don't know if I was talking to you or somebody else. I don't remember, but Jet Central talked to me before he made that video about Gase, and he was
right.
PG on the video compared to what he really felt initially.
Yeah.
I was the same way at first. I thought it was a horrible hire by you guys. And then when I took a day or two to think it over, I said, you know what, you got to give the guy a chance. And he does have that MO of being a quarterback guy. And granted, the thing with the Dolphins is he probably outdid what the expectation should have been. For him to make the playoffs with that team a couple of years ago, to me, is pretty damn impressive. And this year, I think they won, 7 games?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that Dolphins team's that talented. So, I mean, but, I don't think Gase did that bad of a job. Now, the thing with him is he's not an exciting hire. He's not a sexy hire. He's not a guy like a Cliff Kingsbury, like somebody you're going to, get pumped up for, that's going to bring all this, excitement, like a Nagy even for the Bears last year.
Yep.
But you got to see what you got, Jet fans have to start, and I know it as a Met fan, I mean, you have to have some patience. That's the best thing about the Giants organization. I always say it. They always show patience in their hires. Jet fans and the Jet organization needs to develop that, because you have to give a guy a chance. If you make a decision, it's like drafting a quarterback. It's the same thing with a coach. When you draft a quarterback first overall, you got to give him 4 years. You got to give him 4 or 5 years. It's the same thing with a head coach. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless he does a horrible job like Matt could do with the media and all that nonsense. But for the most part, you got to be patient with a head coach. So I think that's the approach the Jet fans have to take.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right. The Jets fans were bashing on Gase the whole time, and now I guess sleeping on him a little bit, they're starting to develop a little bit of a trust in him with Sam Darnold and all, with his quarterback work, with Peyton Manning back in Denver and all.
Yeah,
ask you.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go on. I'm just going to ask you another thing. Who do you think the Jets should draft at number 3? Just saying, hypothetically, everyone's available.
So you're basically saying if the Jets had the number 1 overall pick, who would I take?
Yeah, basically, yes.
My favorite player in this year's draft, and I've not been shy in saying it for weeks, is Josh Allen.
Right, yeah.
I don't think Josh Allen fits your defense, though, because you guys are a 4-3. He's a 3-4 linebacker, outside linebacker. So, based on fit, it would either be Bosa or Williams for me, Quinnen Williams. For me.
Yeah, I'm big on Williams.
Yeah, but I'm not knocking any Jet fan who thinks that they should take Jonah Williams, because you guys do need to improve that offensive line, and it is a big problem. And the fact that you don't have a second-round pick, you're not going to be able to get a big impact offensive lineman in this year's draft if you don't take him with the 3rd overall pick. So I could see it going both ways. I could see the Jets trading down. I could see the Jets trading down to, say, 7 with the Jaguars, if the Jaguars want to move up, get a Haskins, trading down to 7 and getting their offensive lineman that way, whether it be Jonah Williams, Greg Little. I think you guys have options there. But if I'm staying at 3...
that's a great point.
Yeah, if I'm staying at 3, I'm taking one of those 3 pass rushers. To me, those are the 3 best players in this draft, and I don't even think it's that close.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. Well, Chris, keep up the great work, man.
You got it, my man. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel. Thank you for calling in.
All right, bye-bye, man.
What's going on, Mo? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Anybody who wants to call in, I'll be taking callers. I'm going to go to 6:30. I'm having fun talking to you guys. Patriots for life. I've picked up now 3 times. I'm not picking up again. I'm not answering your call. So don't call. Don't bother. 770 is not getting answered. I showed you enough courtesy picking up your last 2. Hollywood Brown, motivated by success, but not 3rd overall. I'm not going to pick up the call. You keep calling. I'm not picking it up. Matter of fact, if nobody calls in the next 5 minutes, I'll just get rid of the Skype and I'll talk to the chat. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
I'm a second-time caller. I don't know if that was allowed. I tried asking you.
Oh, this is
okay?
Cushman Baseball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's allowed. You calling? I said about 20 minutes ago. I'll take second time call.
Oh, I wasn't on about 20 minutes ago. Sorry.
No, nothing to be sorry about. What's up, man?
Nothing. I heard you talking about Adam Gase, and I'm a Giant fan, but I think it was a great hire actually, and I think that
I don't mean to interrupt. I don't mean to interrupt you. And I'm going to talk to you. People are saying to block him. I don't know how to block him. I will look into it. I'm not sure how to do that on Skype, but if I can figure that out, I will go in and block him for the next show. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Block who?
Patriot. The guy who keeps calling in who's stupid. 770. The kid. Patriots for life. But go ahead.
All right. But yeah, I think he was just completely overreacted, and Miami just wasn't a fit. We know his reputation as a quarterback guru, but I just don't think anyone can win with Ryan Tannehill.
It's a fair point. I'm not a Tannehill guy myself, and it's a fair.
I remember at the time of when Adam Gase first got hired, people were like, he's gonna Ryan Tannehill is this talented guy, and Adam Gase is just gonna listen. I really think it was Tannehill's fault, and you said 7-9, it really should have been 6-10 because I don't think Adam Gase's plan on that. I believe they call it the Miami Miracle. What was I know this play is going to win the game 100%.
That's a great point.
6-10.
That's a great point.
But still, 6-10 with that roster is not bad at all. And the fit wasn't good in Miami anyway. So, and also I think Greg Williams was a great hire to complement with Adam Gase because you basically allow Adam Gase to only focus on offense and not have to worry anything on the defense. You just let Greg Williams handle the defense, overall and then people just assume too much just based off the press conference and stuff, and I just don't think he likes interviews and stuff. You can tell he lives and breathes football if you watch actual interviews.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's certainly not a hire that I would knock them for yet. That's for sure. As I said to the previous call, you have to give them a chance. And you brought up that they should have been 6-10. I mean, you could argue that Dolphins team should have won 4 games. I mean, the opening game against Tennessee, I remember it was a 4-hour rainstorm, so I'm sure that screwed Tennessee up. And then the Bears game, they went to overtime. It was a game that they should have lost too. So I mean, but Gase to me overachieved with 7 wins with that roster.
Yeah.
I thought the Dolphins were worse. Go ahead.
The year they made the playoffs, he made the playoffs with not even Tannehill because Tannehill got injured. He made the playoffs with Matt Moore.
Great point. Yeah, anything else? But that is a great point.
I don't know if I have any questions.
I'm just going to try to go in my privacy settings and block this number because they're telling me how to do it. So but I want to say thank you for calling in, man. I'm going to continue to check out your channel whenever you go live, try to support you.
All right. I appreciate all the support you've given me. It's been tremendous, and it's nice knowing that you're there supporting me.
I appreciate that, man. I'm going to continue to support you. I think you know a lot about baseball. I think you should get noticed. So I'll continue to support you.
All right. Thank you.
You got it, man. I'm not going to be able to do it during the stream, guys, but I will go back in after and block 770. What's going on? Thank you for calling in.
What's up, man? Nathan's back here again.
Nathan Hill?
No, Nations.
Oh, Nations. What's up, Nations?
Yeah.
Love you, man.
What's up, man?
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing pretty good.
I saw you asked me a question on my video. Do I script my videos?
Yeah, because there's no way that you can memorize. Because I know you get it off that. What's that website called? I don't know what the website's called.
I go on a ton of different websites to get my stats and my.
Oh yeah, and there's no way that you can memorize all of that. Do you write it on a piece of paper and then just
I take notes.
read all the stats?
I take notes when I go on websites. I get stats and then I go over and I remember the numbers. And
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I do research, and then it takes me a little time to do research, put the video together, figure out where I'm going to talk about what in the video, and I break it down like that.
Mhm. Yeah. Also, that video that you made about the Rookie of the Year, Saquon Barkley and Baker Mayfield, I really like that video. You put it together really nicely.
I appreciate that. I always appreciate when people compliment my videos. It means the world to me because even though it may not seem, I always say it may not seem like it because it's only an 8-minute video. It takes a lot longer than that when you got to research everything. So when people give me compliments like that, it means the world to me. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh my God! How many times did the AFC win a Pro Bowl in the last 5 years?
To be honest with you, I don't even watch the Pro Bowls anymore. I just did this because my chat wanted me to. I couldn't even tell you. I think it's literally the most meaningless game in all of sports.
I can't remember the last time the NFC won.
Well, I remember growing up as a kid, when we're talking Super Bowl, the NFC must have went through like at least a 12 or 13 year stretch where they won the Super Bowl every year. The Broncos broke that streak against the Packers. I think it was in like 98. But from like, or maybe it was, I don't even remember, but it was at least 10 years, probably longer, where the NFC won a Super Bowl 10 years straight at least. And the AFC finally broke that with John Elway.
All right. One last thing before I go. Did you change your pick yet for the Super Bowl? Did you change it?
I'm sticking with the Patriots. I want to pick the Rams. Like I always say, I think the Rams match up so well, but I just can't. The experience and inexperience factor is just too. It's too big of a difference for me.
Yeah, I can't go against Brady. I'm sorry. I just can't.
I want to, but I can't do it.
Yeah. I'm tired of seeing the Patriots in Super Bowl over and over and over again. It's actually, I want to see somebody. That's why I was rooting for the what are they called? The Chiefs. That's why I was rooting for them to beat the Patriots, and they should have. If that guy wasn't offsides, oh my God, dude.
Yeah. Oh, D Ford, you're talking about? Yeah. And he wasn't. He wasn't even drawn offsides. He lined up before the play.
Yep.
You know.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but it's crap. But anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I know there's other people that want to call in, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
I just want to say thank you for always tuning to my videos and coming to my live streams. It means the world to me. So I hope you continue to do it. I hope you continue to be a part of my channel.
Of course.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You too.
Chris, yes, I love their ravioli. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, 802. What's going on? Thank you for calling in. Hello?
What's up?
Hey, who is this?
What's up? Colby.
Cole? Oh, you called earlier, right, Colby? What's up?
Not much. Just watching the Patriots-Falcons Super Bowl highlights.
Oh, okay. And yeah. Well, who's your? I forget. Who's your team again?
Patriots.
You're a Patriot. Oh, well, that was a hell of a Super Bowl for you.
42-35 Patriots in overtime against the Rams.
That's your pick?
Yep.
I think it's going to be a great Super Bowl. I'm picking. I don't think it'll be that high scoring. I'm going something small. I'm going 27-24. But I think it's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it.
I think they need to do this. I think they need to give both teams the ball in overtime.
Well, I agree with that. I said my last show, somebody asked me why they don't do it, and the reason I think they don't do it is because the scheduling of the games, the game may go way too long. It may go into the 4 o'clock games, and it may interrupt the telecast. So that's why I think they don't do it.
I mean, just in the postseason, not in the regular season, like in the postseason.
I agree with you. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the new rule that they have in place now, currently, where if you kick a field goal, the game's not over. I think initially, I could be wrong on this, but I think initially that was only instituted for the playoffs, and then the next year they moved it to the regular season. And I know in hockey, it's definitely, I don't know if it still is, but it definitely was they used to do the shootouts. I think they still do, instead of playing an additional overtime period or having a tie.
Correct.
And in the playoffs,
Correct.
They don't do that. They just play until they score. So there are different rules for regular season and playoffs.
Right, you're right about if they get a field goal in the playoffs or regulation, the next team has to get a touchdown.
Yeah. But anything else you want to talk about, my man?
Not really.
All right, buddy. I just want to say, I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for being a great subscriber. I hope you continue.
And I love your videos.
I really appreciate it. You checked out the Rookie of the Year video today?
Not yet.
Oh yeah. I had fun making that. Be sure to check that out. And I'm gonna have 2 more videos hopefully up by the end of tomorrow. I'm working on the Kyler Murray video, and I'm working on the offensive line free agent video, and then I'm gonna have a mock draft video up after that.
All right.
All right, man. Thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome.
People with wrenches should be able to give out wrenches. Chris and Or, yeah, I'm gonna be live for about 15 more minutes. So, what's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
What's up?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
Timothy, Illinois.
Timothy, what's going on? Thank you for calling in, buddy.
I just want to say, first of all, I love your video so freaking much.
Thank you. Well, I love that you love them so freaking much. So thank you very much. Thank you for being a really good subscriber. Thank you for checking out the video. You checked out the Rookie of the Year video?
Yes, sir.
Who do you think's going to win?
I think the Patriots, I think.
Oh, no, I was saying who do you think's going to win Rookie of the Year?
I'm going to probably say Todd Gurley for some reason.
Todd Gurley? He's not a rookie.
Well, my bad.
No, it's either going to be Saquon Barkley or Baker Mayfield.
I'm going to probably say Baker Mayfield.
You going with Mayfield? All right. So what's up? What do you want to talk about, my man?
I want to talk about that Saints game.
Oh God! I mean, but that horrible, the horrible call there with the non-pass interference call.
Like for real, he did hell with the hell, but how could they not see that?
No, it was a horrible job. It was a horrible job by the referees not to call that penalty. It's one of the worst non-calls I've ever seen. Now I will say the Saints had a chance to put him away throughout that game. They didn't capitalize on it, and that I agree with you. That determined the game, and the referee did a horrible job. He should be fired for it, to be honest with you.
And you saw how Sean Payton was so pissed at him.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, wouldn't you be? But I'm gonna let you go because I only got a couple more minutes. I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of my channel. Thank you for checking out my videos. I hope to continue to get to talk to you. I hope you continue to check out my videos, and I hope you have a good night.
Okay, bye.
All right, brother. This stream is the shit. The Dolphins need to live. Was this kid just born? Chuck Shards. Todd Gurley. I love that guy, though. What's going on? Thank you so much for calling in.
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
It's Chris Senor again.
Chris Senor calling all the way from the California coast. Yeah, what's going on, man?
Being annoying again here, calling in for like the 4th time.
No, you're never annoying. You're one of my favorite callers. Yeah. You could call. I mean, obviously, I always want to give people an opportunity to call in, but yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to get your opinion on the Rams game against the Cowboys. Do you think they still would have come back if they had enough time? The Cowboys, like from an 8-point deficit. Just wondering if they could still come back if they had enough time.
No, I think the Rams thoroughly outplayed them in that game, and I don't even think the score was as close as I think the score was misleading. I think the Rams actually beat them by worse than that. They killed them up at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. The offensive line, the holes they created for their running backs in that game, it was ridiculous. And I was shocked because the Cowboys have a really good defense, but the Rams manhandled them on both sides of the offensive and defensive line in that game. So no, I don't think the Cowboys ever had a chance in that game, start to finish.
Yeah, and also, do you think for Defensive Rookie of the Year, do you think Derwin James has a good chance of winning that? Or
I'd have him second. I'd have him
second. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have him second behind the linebacker from the Colts, Leonard.
Leonard, yeah.
And Van Der Esch should probably be third.
Yeah, I think he should win it because honestly, he was able to play on a team that was in the beginning of the year against the Chiefs, not balanced. Like the defense, like they were still trying to find their rhythm and everything. And then he was able to like step up and be the leader of that whole entire defense and like taking kind of like Casey Hayward's spot on the leader for the Chargers. I honestly just because of that, he should get first. Because he's able to step up and do his job.
He definitely had a great year. Another, I think he missed some time because of the injury, but another rookie who had a great year was the cornerback on Denzel Ward on the Browns.
Yeah.
And of course the guy in the Broncos, Bradley Chubb, actually is probably in contention too. He had 12 sacks.
Yeah. And on the video that you did about Baker Mayfield versus Saquon, I think Baker's gonna have to win this one because the Giants were doing. Not too like they were probably one of the worst, but they were still gonna give Saquon a good like chance of getting touchdowns and everything. And with the Browns on Baker Mayfield, it was like he was gonna get demolished because if you see the O line, they don't have Joe Thomas or anything. What I'm saying is Baker Mayfield pretty much revived the team that was so trash And I honestly think that he should win Rookie of the Year.
I can't knock anyone who thinks Baker Mayfield should be Rookie of the Year. I mean, for God's sakes, he broke the record for most touchdown passes ever for a rookie, and he only played in 13 starts. I think this is such a tough year to pick it because both players are so deserving, and I almost want it to be a tie because they both deserve it. You could argue that both of them in the last 20 years had 2 of the top 5 rookie seasons ever for an offensive player. I mean, that's how good they were. And they both deserve it. So, as a Giants fan, I'm not going to be upset if Mayfield wins because I know how good of a year he had.
Yeah. Did Saquon win a Heisman?
No, Baker did. Baker won it. Baker won it.
Baker, yeah.
Yeah, Baker won it last year, yeah.
Yeah. That's all. Just asking questions. That's all I want to ask. I'm going to give other people chances and stuff like that since I know you're about to close it.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for being a great part of the channel. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for continuing to support the channel, watching the videos. It means a lot.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Stay safe.
By the way, I mean, it's probably most of my subscribers pop in here, but anybody that is new, if you haven't done so, please hit that like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell. I'm going to try to do this twice a week. Patriots, I'm not answering your call. Jose Reyes, I'm going to go for another 14 minutes. What's going on? You're live with the entertainer. Hello? All right. Got to turn down your TVs when you guys call in. All right, Timothy, very good stuff. Very good stuff. Detonator, I love you. Thank you for being a big part of my channel. Thank you for calling in. I'll go be right back. Oh, hey y'all, I saw you over on Bad Dog's channel. What's up, hey y'all? Yeah, we got about another 13 minutes, so if anybody wants to call in, you got 13 minutes, I'm going to call it. Mo, the only reason it got stopped is because other people are calling in. If you try calling in, you should be able to reach me now. I'll try my best. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Whitney. She says they need to hire a whole new squad of refs for the NFL. There were a lot of missed calls with at least 5 of the Giants games. They need more women refs. Whitney, I agree with you. They need more women. I've no problem with women refs. I've no problem with women refs. Thank you so much for the super chat, Whitney. You are the best. All right, go ahead. Yeah, goodbye. That was Patriots for Life acting like a jerk off. All right, next on the line. What's going on? Oh, he just hung up. Sperm Cell, thank you so much. Oh, he has a 770 area code also, Sperm Cell? I didn't realize. I'll try to answer him. Hello, you're on live with the entertainer.
Hey, this is Mo.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Mo. That's why I kept hitting the hang-up button. I thought it was the other guy. I'll have to make note. Problem, I'll have to make note that that I'll try to block the other one. But yeah, thank you for calling in.
Of course, man. You got a great show.
I appreciate that.
Just calling to let you know that Saquon Barkley is going to be winning Rookie of the Year.
I hope so.
Because he's just a beast this year. I mean, he's just killing it all year long. He actually helped lead the freaking Giants to, the wins that they got this year. He gave the spark that they needed. I mean, Eli, he's good, but...
Well, even and you're absolutely right about everything you said, but even the losses, if you remember that Eagles game, the first game we played when we lost, I think it was 31-13.
Yeah, it was a close game. Yeah.
No, the second game was the first game we got blown out. But even in the game we got blown out, it was like I said, we lost by 18 points. But in that game, the only guy who played well was Barkley. If it wasn't for him, we would have lost by 40.
Yeah.
So even in losses, he kept us in contention. He was by far our best player. It's not even close. And like I said, I'll understand.
1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'll understand if
really
Mayfield
good.
wins it because he had just like Barkley did, he had a ridiculous year too. But obviously, I'm rooting for Barkley, and I think he's incredibly deserving. So, but I'm not gonna be upset if Baker wins it. Baker had a great year too. You got to be fair.
That's true. He's probably popular.
I don't know. I mean, Barkley's incredibly popular too. It's gonna be very close. I I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that they tie. It's happened before with the MVP award. I think it was I can't remember the year, but Peyton Manning and Steve McNair tied for the MVP one year.
Yeah.
So it could happen. I wouldn't be shocked.
That's true.
You know?
I got the Rams winning, though. I think their defense is just going to expose Brady. I mean, Brady's, don't get me wrong, he's a legend. He's been doing really well over the years. But if you've been seeing this whole playoffs, he's been throwing tons of interceptions, and that defense is probably going to have him locked down come Super Bowl time.
Like I said, from a personnel standpoint, the Rams have the advantage.
Yeah.
From a experience standpoint, and you got to go with the Patriots. So it depends on what you value more. If you value pure talent, you're going Rams. If you value experience and people who have been there and guys who have shown that they can win in the past, you're going to go with the Patriots. So you could go either way. I think it's going to be, like I keep saying, I think it's going to be a fantastic game. And I think if there's one team that could beat the Patriots right now in the Super Bowl, it would be the Rams. I think they match up incredibly well.
Definitely. I mean, the 2 years that the Giants won, their defenses were extremely, really, really good defenses. And I think that this team, the Rams have for defense is just as, high caliber. I mean, I don't know about, just as good as them, but
it's pretty damn close. I mean, Aaron Donald had 20 and a half sacks from the D tackle spot. Their interior push up front with him and Sue is just, you could argue that's probably the best interior lineman combo ever. I mean, that's how good it is. Mm-hmm. And they have the ability, like the Giants did in those Super Bowls, to control the clock with the running game. I mean, Todd Gurley's fantastic. So, I mean, they match up well. They have the makings of a team that I think could beat them. They really do. I think they would. I think the Patriots would have fared better against the Saints. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. I think it's gonna be a great game. But I'm gonna let you go because it's winding down. I want to get a couple more people in if I can. But thank you so much for calling in, Mo. Thank you for being a great subscriber. And I apologize I wasn't taking your call earlier. I'm gonna try to remember yours so I don't block you. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll come back in and check the time frames. But yeah, thank you so much for calling in.
No problem, man. Take care.
Yeah, Jose, I'm tuning out in 8 minutes. 6:30, I'm tuning out. I just want to take a few more callers. Motivated. I think I'm gonna have to eat. But we'll see. But I think I'm gonna have to eat, man. If it meant something, if the Knicks game meant something, I would have done it. But I mean, high five, detonator. Guys, we got 8 more minutes. I'm going to give you guys 8 more minutes. Anybody who wants to call in, otherwise I'll just talk to you guys for a few more minutes. Eat until you fat. Jose wants me to stream the Knicks game. I may have dinner plans. I got to see. If I don't, the thing is, I think, is Bad Dog streaming the Knicks game, guys? I know he's streaming a game. If he's streaming the Knicks games, I don't want to interfere with that. Goose, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says Dolphins can make about 700 clicks per second. At first, I thought he was talking about the Miami Dolphins. Goose, thank you so much for the super chat. All right, Bad Dog streaming the game. Now, I don't want to interfere with that then. You guys can go over to Bad Dog's channel. He'll be streaming the game. Mr. Bad Dog 7676. He does a great job. So go over there, check him out, guys. But I will be doing a few Knicks games after the football season. I'll be doing a few down the stretch. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, it's me again.
What's going on? I'm sorry. Is this? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Who is this?
This is Brad.
Brad. Okay, Brad. What's up, my man?
Hey, I got a great question. I'm sorry to bother you.
Go ahead. Nothing to bother me. You called me. You're not bothering me. By the way, I just want to answer a quick question. I just want to answer a quick question, and then I'll get to you. Jose Reyes, I don't know if you're asking me on this current roster or ever, but my least favorite Met, I mean, Jason Bay was pretty bad. Such a bad sign. He was hard to hate, though, because he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who's the Met I hate the most. Ooh, that's a good question. I have to take a time to think about that. Armando Benitez.
Okay.
But go ahead.
What I'm saying is, he's going to win to the Super Bowl. Hey, what's it called?
The Rams or the Patriots?
Tom Brady is the Patriots going to win the Super Bowl or the Rams?
I'm picking the Patriots, but I want the Rams to win.
Well, I would like the Rams to win, and my pick is the Rams.
All right. I mean, I like the pick. As I keep saying, I think they have a really good chance to win. I think it's going to be a great game. And, we'll see where it goes from there. But anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, dude. All right. That's all my question I got to say. But I can't wait for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Super Bowl is going to be great. I'm going to have a call-in show tomorrow, I think. So be sure to tune in for that. I'm not sure what time, but I'll have it posted in the community notes. So be sure to check that out.
All right.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Have a good night, day. Bye.
You too. Yeah, I saw that, Caesar. I saw that when they were doing the trophy presentation, and Jose said Oliver Perez. I forgot about him. Luis Castillo's another one. Another bust. I think this Patriots for life. I'm going to answer. I just want to let you know before you prank me that you will be blocked after the show. You will never be calling this again, but go ahead and talk.
Can we get an amen?
You get an amen? He called in. He literally just called in to ask me if he could get an amen. So I gave him an amen. That's the least I could do. I am doing another one tomorrow, Lorraine. I'll do one more tomorrow. I'm going to do it every Monday, so I'll be doing it tomorrow. He's still going, bad dog, but he's going to be blocked after the show. How about an FU? Take it, amen. Shove it up in penis. He is a kid, Mo. He's a kid. Time to get that baseball bat, yeah. Oh, man, you guys make this fun for me. You really do. I will be doing this again tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but anybody that asked me about the Knicks stream, I don't know if they're still here. But Jose Reyes, I think, still is. Yeah, he is right there. Jose Reyes, right there. Mr. Bad Dog 7676. He's streaming the Knicks game. So going over there, he does a great job. Check him out. I will be doing a few Knicks games for you guys at the end of football season when I get an opportunity. I'm definitely going to have extensive draft coverage. I'm going to be getting into that very soon. Individual draft preview videos with Morant, with Williamson, with everybody else. Mock drafts, probably the last 10 games of the year or so. I'll start getting into that. Free agency videos, rumor videos. I'm going to get the Knicks content up once I have some time. It's a lot of work. Shovel. 3 minutes. Anybody could be the last call. You got 3 minutes. Two minutes. This is Patriots for life again. I know it is. He's going to prank me again. I'm going to let him do it because he got 2 minutes on his lifetime on this channel. So go ahead.
Patriots win. Make a comeback. Done.
That's what you had to say? That's what he had to say. This is what he just pranked me with. Patriots, they come back. Okay, good for you. Next up, what's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Can I get a fuck Patriots life?
Sperm cell. What's up, my man? What's up?
Oh, I just wanted to call in before you ended the stream, just so I could say that.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we all have the same feelings on him. So, yeah, I agree with you on there. So, thank you for calling in.
Is there a way to block numbers on Skype?
I'm gonna look into it. Somebody said there is, so you got to go into the advanced settings. I'm gonna look into it after.
Please do that.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will. So I don't have to hear doop 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 doop. I love when Chris goes full Francesa, bad dog said. Oh God. But yeah, I'm gonna go because I want to say my goodbyes to everybody. But thanks for calling in, my man.
Yeah. All right. See you in the stream.
All right. Chris, and we all have the same feelings about this guy. that was his creative prank call. What like I'm trying to picture what he was thinking before the call. Oh, let me call him. Oh, here's the number. Hello, you're on Live with the Entertainer. What's going on?
It's me again.
Who's me? Is this Colby?
No, this is Timothy.
Timothy. What's up, Timothy?
No, I just want to say that I love your stream.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love everybody who tunes into my channel, supports my channel, helps my channel grow. I don't say it enough. I really appreciate you guys. And anybody that ever wants to tell their friends about the channel, their family members, that helps it grow. So you guys mean the world to me.
Can I say something about Patriots for life?
Yeah, just don't curse. I don't want to hear little kids cursing, but you could tell me what you feel about them.
I say that he could go to...
What? So what'd you think of that last prank call? Like, what was he thinking when he called me? Was he like, oh, let me dial 914, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna call him, and then when he picks up, I'm gonna go do 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 do. Patriots come back, do do do. Like that was really creative.
What kind of song is that?
He put a lot of thought into that prank call. I gotta give him credit for that. But I'm gonna let you go. I want to say thank you for calling in. Thank you for being a good part of the channel.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Stuck in the 80s. What's going on, my man? Out all day, Chris. I hope you had a good. Oh yeah, Stuck in the 80s. I had a great show. It was fun. I still got to check out your latest content. I've just been busy making the videos and everything. But I'm definitely gonna check out your videos late tonight. Probably. I just put out a new video. I'm gonna probably, if I don't have it up tonight, my next video I'll have it up tomorrow. All right, I'll take one more. What's going on? You're live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in. Hello? Hello? Alright.
Yeah.
I lost him there. Do. Should be your opening for videos. Do. I heard him at the end. I hung up by accident. Do. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, so yeah, it's Denton there. One last time. Honestly, F that Patriots guy. Yeah, you hear me out here? You hear me? It's like, how annoying, like, how much of a low life? Like, does he live underneath a rock or something like that? Like, does he, like, what kind of guy is this? Like, I'm about to go over there. I mean, he probably eats booty. That's what he does. He probably eats booty, you know?
Yeah, don't worry. He won't be back. He'll be blocked after the show. Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness.
But he does.
Okay, I just want to say thank you so much for the stream. You are an awesome person. I love you, and I just want to say peace.
All right, my man. Thank you for tuning in.
Peace.
Later. Chris lost another man all around me. All are familiar faces. I'll shovel, Mr. Bad Dog says. But yeah, guys, it is 6:32. I've been on for 3.5 hours. I had a great time. I'm going to be on tomorrow. I'm not sure the time yet. I'm off Mondays, but I'll probably wait until at least 6 o'clock because I know people work Mondays. I'll probably be on around 7. Do like a 7 to 9:30 type call-in show, something like that. But yeah, thank you guys to everybody who tuned in. Chuck Sharks, thank you so much. Stuck in the 80s so much. Goose, Sperm Cell, Colby, Crazy Dog, Lorraine, Skull, Mr. Bad Dog, Rogue Dog, Last Jedi. Thank you so much, Last Jedi. Skull. Go ahead, say something real quick. Lorraine, have a good one. Mo, thank you so much. Enzo, thank you so much. Caesar, Anthony Simonelli, thank you. Don't get drowned. Take it easy, Mo. Take it easy, Mo. Take it easy, everybody. Chris, can I call? I have a riddle, Christian says. Real quick, Christian, if you want to call in and give me a riddle, I don't know how many people are still here because I said it was closing out. I'll give you 2 minutes if you want to call in real quick. Mike, have a good one. Or you can save it for the next stream on Monday. Up to you. Deuces to you, Whitney. Have a good night, Joe Musa. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Whitney. Who else gave me one? I know. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting. But Sperm still gave me one. Thank you to everybody for that. Everybody who hit a thumbs up. Everybody who tuned in. You guys are the best. Dallas, thank you so much. Caesar, have a good night. Dog pound up in here. Entertainment Pats for Life. Take your amen and bury it with you, Skull says. There you go. Best football game. Go Mets is right. Best football game ever is the Giants Super Bowl against the Patriots in 2008. That's the best football game ever. Good night, Bobby. Good night, Bobby. Good night, everybody. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream. Thank you guys for calling in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will have, yeah, he's got 1 minute. I'll wait 1 more minute. But I will have a new video up tonight. Hopefully. I don't want to guarantee it. If not tonight, definitely tomorrow morning. I'll have the Kyler Murray video up. If you haven't done so, check out the Rookie of the Year video I did with Barkley and Mayfield. And I'm going to have the offensive line free agent video up hopefully tomorrow night. And then I'm going to be working on the mock draft video. So be sure to check all that content out. I'll be live tomorrow night for a Callin show, as I'm doing every Monday. I just did a special one today because people requested it for the Pro Bowl. Probably around 7 or 7:30, so be sure to check that out. But thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a good night.